48-41 win in their last outing. That was at Augusta on December the 16th. Buhler led by as many as 5 in the first quarter, by 4 late in the second. Augusta held a 1-point lead heading into the fourth. Buhler would outscore the O's 17-9 in that final 8 minutes to win by 7. They shot 47% from the field, plus 12 on the boards. And Sammy Brooks led all scores with 15 points. She also had 6 rebounds. You got to dust off your memory to think back to December 16th. But I thought that second half, fourth quarter in particular, maybe the best basketball this group of particular ladies has played in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, December 16th feels like it was a long, long time ago. And, and it was a great way to have some momentum going into Christmas break. I know I see Coach Cherry right there. I saw him the other day, and he was just talking about how the practices over Christmas break, there was some spirit to him. And winning that last game before the break is always a good way to do that. And when you really look at that pre-Christmas portion of the schedule of the 5 opponents, obviously of the 3 losses, 2 of them were to incredibly good ranked teams. So really you feel pretty good as far as that you beat, for the most part, the people you're supposed to beat, and fell to the people that have a lot of firepower.
Yeah, I mentioned the 40% from the field, which is fantastic, and pounding the ball inside. A lot of that came at the bucket, which I think is going to be the recipe for success going forward.
Well, and you mentioned Sammy Brooks' individual night. You know, she's somebody that really just plays with such energy on both ends of the floor, and it's been really fun to see her because she was one of the sophomores that didn't play a whole lot last year as a freshman. So it's been neat to kind of see her, rising to that varsity level and being a major contributor here for the Lady Crusaders.
Lady Crusaders at 2-3. They'll get a 2-3 Winfield Viking team very much in the conversation for a win tonight on the guys' side. Close, but not yet, as they dropped their 4th straight at Augusta on the 16th. 55-49 was the final. Back and forth. First half that saw each team hold the lead. Augusta had a 4-point advantage at halftime, stretched that then to 11 in the second half. Buhler pulled within 3 late. The O's, though, able to secure the game at the free throw line. Augusta finishing plus 20 in the paint and plus 9 at the stripe. Grant Ricker led all scores with a career best 27 points on 9 of 22 shooting, and kind of we'll see how that same Christmas practice went for the guys, but still kind of that theme of figuring out, okay, we know what we're going to get every night from Grant Ricker, but who are those other scores consistently going to be on this team? So
yeah, and every year when you lose the scoring like you did, and losing both, and just losing the ball handling on the perimeter and the point guard play from Isaiah Hernandez, kind of finding who's going to be the guys to fill those roles. And I haven't got to watch the boys a ton, but just seeing who's going to be those people to step up, that's kind of one of the questions. And hopefully a couple weeks of Christmas break practice will help them figure that out.
Well, you think about that, Jack Voth for a player of the year, and all the attention that he took last year really took the pressure off some of those other guys. I think of Diedrich Willer-Trask. We'll talk to him coming up in our player profile in particular, but he had a lot of success because he played on the other side of the block against Jack Voth, and so it's definitely an adjustment, a learning period. Okay, he's not there anymore, now I've got to be the guy, and so that's certainly a process.
No doubt, no doubt.
See if the guys can stop that 4-game losing streak coming up tonight. This, I don't know what forever reason the other places you go on the road that just are harder to win at than others. This has been a gym over the year where I think both the girls and the guys had a tough time playing well sometimes in this gym for whatever reason.
Yeah, and I feel very well acquainted with this gym because was it last year that we got to come here twice?
Yes.
Yes. So
remember
because they had the
guys were out with COVID
yep.
During the regular schedule meeting, so we got to come back like a couple of weeks later and make up that game.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. This is one of those gyms, and you talk about it. There's just some places like here, and I know you've talked about it with the guys with El Dorado. That's just kind of a place that kind of been difficult on the road, but for the boys. But it's interesting how every gym has its own character. It's a neat facility. I always like the layout. It has a little bit of character compared to some of the gyms we've
ball doesn't go in the hoop here very well for some reason. So
I blame it on the Viking murals, Aaron.
Intimidating there. the home side of this gym. Well, we'll see how it goes. Crusaders and the Vikings guys 1-4. Winfield still looking for their first win of the season at 0-5. Keep you updated what's happening elsewhere in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard tonight, and we will tell you that our freshman teams both won. The boys freshmen had an 18-9 in the second quarter. Then they go on a 28-8 run. It was 51-22 final. C-team girls won as well, 37-24. More of our Midway Motors Drive to the game coming up. Tonight's Crusader player profile when we come back here on HKFM.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Next, we'll hear from the players in tonight's play profile. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9.
Real estate or own your own business. We'd love to talk to see how we can help your operation. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
Dr. Ediger genuinely cares about his patient. He does everything he can to ease your worries, especially with the kids.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663.
I'm first.
Have an appliance that doesn't work or a yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is 205.
Obviously, kind of being one of the other side, but thoughts after the break, how did practice go over Christmas?
Figuring out what they can do and what each other can do, so we just need to trust each other and play off each other, and I think we're doing good and figuring out what each other can do.
You know, to assume you guys have the athleticism and the length, just figuring out, okay, who's going to be those other scorers on the team to help Grant out a little bit, but your game personally, some things that you're working on.
I'm still working on. Obviously, I haven't really found my shot yet. I'm still working on hitting that. I can hit it. It's just in game. I haven't really found it in game yet. So I'm working on finding that, and then just being more, just trusting my teammates and being a little more aggressive, and then kicking it out and trusting them. So. All
right, got a time to kind of take a breath over Christmas. Best thing you did, best thing you got over Christmas break.
I just got some clothes and got to see my family. That's about it.
Right.
Nothing too crazy.
All right, what do you guys need to do to get a dub here to start the new year tonight?
Just lock in. We can't come out slow. It's just we just gotta lock in. We can't play with them.
All right, sounds good, buddy. Hey, thanks for your time and best of luck tonight. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that's Diedrich Willer-Trask with us. Our player profile back with more right after this.
Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, Aaron and Chris preview tonight's matchup and get you set up with 3 keys to victory. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on the Midway Motors Drive to the game, the Winfield Vikings and the Buhler Crusaders on this Wednesday night, an off night Wednesday. Only games this week at Mulvane coming up next Tuesday, and then on the road at Circle a week from Fridays. We get back into Tuesday, Friday action coming up next week. Lady Crusaders swept by this Lady Viking team a year ago. Winfield won here at home on January 24th, 52-24. And at Jim Baker on February 24th, 46-28. And we've seen this Winfield team quite a bit. Chris, their MO really doesn't ever change. They chuck a ton of threes. They will try to really work it inside to Morey. And then on defense, they zone a ton and very overplay those passing lanes. Just constant pressure.
Yeah, they're a scrappy team, and I know we were visiting during the break. You know, one of the things I think that's going to help Lady Crusaders is, you know, they try to really rely on their bigs inside with that zone, and there's been some years where they have just had insane size differential compared to us, and I feel like, you know, this year, you know, some of our gals have grown, and we've got some height that's going to be able to compete with some of the bigs inside for Winfield.
Yeah, so a couple of ways to attack that zone. Obviously, you can shoot your way out of it, which maybe not not Buhler's best strength is shooting from the outside, although that has improved tremendously this year as well. But just finding those passing lanes, those angles in the zone, the key to success.
And a huge part of defeating the zone, you mentioned one of the big routes, if it's 2-3, knocking down some perimeter shots. Another way to get a team out of the zone is if you can get a lead, because the zone team is built to have the lead and keep the lead. And a zone team, if they get down, they're really limited. And so a lot of times they'll have to switch to a man-to-man, which if you are a heavy zone team and you flip the man, they can be catastrophic results. So if Lady Crusaders could build a lead of some sort and force them out of that 2-3, that really make Winfield out of their comfort zone.
And of course, against that zone, if you can get the ball in the middle of the floor in the lane, then that pulls everybody in. It'll open up that baseline too.
Yep. And if they're running the 2-3 like they have a lot in the past, a big weakness is dribble penetration between those top two guards. If you run a 2-3 zone, that's one of the things you preach. You can't let anybody break between those two guards up top. So if Buhler can dribble drive through them at all, that's something that really opens things up.
We mentioned Maury, the big 6'2 junior. She's kind of been the Crusader killer last couple of years. So, thinking back to the Augusta game, I liked how they attacked Augusta's big defensively inside. See if they can contain Maury, and you figure if they do that, then they'll force Winfield to more of those outside shots.
Yeah, and you mentioned Maury being a Crusader killer. She's one of those girls, since she's played so much since she's a freshman, she feels like she's like a 6-year COVID senior, because she's been here for forever.
Seen her a ton.
Yes.
She'll be a key factor tonight. Then, of course, the other name, Crosby Curtis, little guard. She's not very big at 5'3", a senior, but she overplaying the passing lane. She does that a ton and is really scrappy. You've got to know all the time where she's at on the floor.
Yes, no doubt.
Guards will have to keep their head up and be alert tonight. I really liked kind of the trend I thought ladies established in that Augusta game, as I mentioned at the outset, of pounding the ball inside, using the strength of Brooks and Baxter and Crayfels. You get Nat going on the inside. Let that then lead to the outside shots, and instead of just settling for those jump shots. I thought good look, particularly in that second half, where they just pounded the ball inside time after time after time.
Yeah, you're never going to go wrong working the ball inside, and and like you said, Buhler did a great job of that against the Orioles back before Christmas.
And wins, wins breed confidence, which hopefully breeds more wins. I think you look at this schedule heading into the SIT, Winfield, Mulvane, Circle, and we talked about this. I think you got to feel like, hey, we got a shot in all three of those games.
Yeah, and the really cool thing about tonight, if the Lady Crusaders can get the W, they're back to 500, and that's something that that really helps. Really, usually put some pep in your step, and getting some wins, because we were talking about earlier that SIT schedule is rugged, and so getting some momentum going into that is going to be really critical, and it helps with your seeding as well.
Then kind of that bottom third, there's some very winnable games there. Of course, you got to play 3 games back-to-back days, but some winnable games there. They could come out of that with some real momentum.
No doubt.
And it feels good to be able to say that.
Yes,
it's been, for this team, and hopefully positive things ahead for the Lady Crusaders. Starts here with Coach Vin John's Winfield Vikings tonight. Jason's been here a long time, 11 seasons, 11 wins last year. That was just their first winning season, only 2 winning seasons in their last 7. 8 seniors gone off this team, but just 2 of them starters. They'll have Maury and Curtis back to lead the way. Zone defense, and offense really wants to go through Maury on the inside. We'll see how the Lady Crusaders handle that tonight. Busy night of basketball across the Astra Sports Network. We'll talk about that coming up, and what else is happening post-holidays in Crusader athletics. We'll do that when we come back here at the Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM.
Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hey guys, this is Malia.
And I'm Elijah.
We're from Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
My favorite activity that we do each year is, yes, the Youth Empowerment Summit.
Every year on Martin Luther King Day, we have a summit just for 5th through 8th grade students. This is a day to empower youth to be stronger, make great choices, and have fun. There will be food, drinks, activities, and motivating breakout sessions just for you.
Our guest speaker is Dominic Miller, former NFL player with a powerful message about making great choices and making a difference in your community. Join us Monday, January 16th at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Hutchinson High School. Bring a friend. Get your registration and more information at riseupreno.org.
Advanced Physical Therapy of Sterling offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties such as dry needling, sports injuries, orthopedics, and neurological rehab. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. To improve our services, we pride ourselves in one-on-one, goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hey guys, how's practice going?
Papa, I can't hit the ball over the fence yet.
Well, Easton, that fence is 300 feet away and you're only 4 years old.
Papa, how long before we can hit the ball over the fence?
Boys, it's not always about home runs. It's about teamwork and always getting better. Ray Riffing's been around for 83 years and we still believe in teamwork and working hard.
So, Papa, it's going to take 83 more years until we're good?
No, Brogan. You'll be good long before that. Just keep working hard. Most of all, have fun.
Let's go hit some baseballs and get some ice cream.
Okay, boys, let's go.
Riff the right way, the Ray way.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here at Ollie Thomas Gym in Winfield. Not a lot of high school action, obviously, on this rare Wednesday night. A couple of college games to keep an eye on in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Sterling College coming back from the break. They host Avila at the Gleason in Sterling tonight. And those games, because of the Buhler Wednesday games, over on 94.7 KSKU, Bethany and McPherson. Also tonight, and we'll keep you updated on the scores in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. From regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work, your hometown dentist is Buhler Dental Care. Other Crusader athletics back after the break. Wrestling will be back in play on Saturday at Augusta. Swimming goes to Newton tomorrow. You got to feel like they've got some real momentum coming off a couple of first ever team wins there to start the year in December.
Yeah, no doubt. And, swimming's one of those sports where, state's in the middle of February, so it is really, it feels like basketball is kind of in crunch time. Swimming's even more so with there just being basically a month and a half left. But, they've got a lot of meets, and it'll be fun to see some more records and more state qualifying times can fall for the guys.
And then our bowlers, it seems like it takes forever to get that bowling season started. They finally get to play coming up next Tuesday. They'll be in Wichita against Collegiate to get the bowling season underway. And Coach Wilson and his crew looking to get back to the state tournament. So that's what's coming up here in the week ahead in Crusader athletics. There were a few games around the league last night. On the girls' side, Andale beat Nickerson 39-30. Arc City 51, Rose Hill 33. Clearwater beat Hallstead 47-30. And then boys' finals from last night, Andale over Nickerson 57-31. Arc City beat Rose Hill 54-46. Friday action in the league includes Circle at McPherson. I think much anticipated the guys matchup there.
Yep.
Both teams top 5. Collegiate at El Dorado, Wellington at Clearwater, and Rose Hill at Andale. I don't know if you saw this, my alma mater, the Crusader men, ranked for like the first time ever.
Whoa! I hadn't looked at the rankings since we came out of Christmas break.
Yeah,
so.
It's not a lot of storied history in Wellington boys basketball, but they are ranked. So
that's awesome. Well, congrats to the other Crusaders.
There is one Thursday doubleheader tomorrow night, and that is Mulvane at Augusta. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Wayfan Insurance, Dixie Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Go to @astraradio.com. We'll select a different winning mom to be the Scooters Mom of the Game during each home game broadcast. Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson. Be amazing. Just about 3.5 minutes away from tip. We'll come back, starting lineups. Get you set for Lady Crusader basketball. Buhler and Winfield.
A Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at astraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort, and I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home.
Dependable service and the careful evaluation that will be there answering question 469.
At Dick's Phillips 66, grab-and-go food options and friendly service. Wherever you're...
Prairie Star Difference at Prairie Star Vision and Optical, where you will find a great selection of frame and lens options for all. And 20-802-0051. Because at
Storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada. And HKFM.
Well, back here on our mid base in Buhler, and good to get these kids some home games coming up at some point this.
We'll get some home games.
Absolutely, especially for our seniors. Meet tonight's starting to help you pursue prosperity. Wealth management advice located inside Heartland Credit. Home team 2-3. Winfield Vikings 0-2 in the league. They've started off the year with league losses. And they will start like this. A 5'2", 23. Aaliyah Mori, a 6'1" senior, number 33, and driver. The Vikings through 5 games, averaging 2-3, 1-1 in the league under third-year head coach. Start in her freshman season. Another guard of 5'8" game, and a 5'6" sophomore, number 15, and 10 boards, pulled down her first double-double of the season. Points and 3 rebounds. Sewell, Crafels will be the home whites, blue trim and blue no service. Signing the cleaners in Hutchinson.
Is knock down some perimeter. That's really going to help put some
air to West. Chris Shank courtside from the Allen Samuels down low, who lost the ball for the basketball. So he's up top by Sewell in the man-to-man defense. Right hand missed. Rebound underneath.
Super active.
All right, Vikings on the deck and taken by corner for 3. Missed.
So good to see Taylor get that
lane knocked away from Nia Sewell. Out high on the right side, up top by Taylor. Vikings get it back. Maury working her to stand her ground.
And she was even just the help side.
Out of their own basket, Curtis to play it in, 5:50. Left side of the floor, picked up, side to Driver. Good defensive set for Driver, and a whistle and a foul call. That's going to put
Driver free that time. Baxter.
2 shots off the back iron. Second free throw, rattles around, in and out, no good. Side circle, Buhler looking for the game's first points. Rifles, 15-footer, in and out, no good for Nat.
Yes.
Caught me off guard there. Vikings have it. The circle is Myers.
And by Stallman really forcing her.
Turnovers now on the Crusader.
Gets the ball in the paint even though.
With the ball, and there's Mortimer, a 5'9" against Augusta, the 5'9" with Sewell, Crafel, fitting period. Vikings institution for Coach Mitchell Stetter.
By Crafels is
backdoor. First bucket of Seaman by Sewell. Far side circle, 3 to the bucket and score. Offensive end. And it's
Winfield.
Lilly and Horn. It's to Stallman.
Really impressed, Aaron. I'll continue cutting through that press.
4-0. A leg liner. Rebound. Traveled with it. She'll not to score yet here with.
And that's good to see as well.
To Miller. So that pass will be picked off. Mortimer up top. She'll drive right side. Curtis loose on the deck and a scramble for it. Have to be aware where she's at. If
physical there, trying to get the tie up.
Still 4-0 down to 3. Rebound.
Well, you're making your West Virginia comparison.
Just rotates kids in.
Yep.
And Miller and Winfield leading.
Love bringing internet freedom to the residents and the customer first philosophy. That means you will talk 543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
There's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, like Anchor In and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor In.
Powered by Wifco Steel Products by Daylight Donuts. Midway, open up the well a little bit and get things going.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about it just being a 4-point quarter. You know,
open the second quarter. Charlie's got it right side. Up front, Sewell. Nia drives, kicks to Krafels. Start the second. Stallman one-on-one against Morey. Shot blocked by Morey. Vikings the other way in a 4-0 game. Losi with it. Up. Kick out to Myers. Myers near side driver. 7. Offensively, though, has done pretty fantastic here so far.
Really well tonight.
Hit her across the timeline against the press. Bumped, no call. Shot missed. Rebound goes off. Now first broadcast booth back in 1 minute.
And get to know you while you should, so be sure to call us at 620 Dental Care, providing healthy,
affordable, convenient, and flexible. Call 888-GO-HUT.
Please consider membership in our booster club to help support all students.
HKFM.
And Winfield with the ball to our right. Drivers got it out. They've been holding their own defensively, but often lost it. Dives to the floor to get it back.
Yeah, Buhler, the cool thing is if they can hold here, a 3 gets in.
4-0 Vikings. The other way. Vikings right back the other way. Up low, Morey. Turn around. The fadeaway. Soft touch.
Soft touch.
Taylor will try the 3 this season to make it 6. Vikings inside timeline right to left. Buhler playing to our with the 3 missed. Rebound tapped around to the Vikings the other way, up 6-3.
Quarter alone.
Stallman off them. 3:20 to go here in this to Baxter here near side circle. Far side town. Taken inside. Scored only 15. First layup missed. Second total foul on the floor.
To loved ones, best people.
9 HKFM.
Ahmed Payala has over 25 years of experience helping injured workers receive the benefits. To go in the half out of the timeout. The 5 for the Crusaders will be Krafels. That junior is in for the first time in a ball game, as is near side tipped away by Mortimer out of bounds in front of the. Here is Brooks inside. Krafels, nice 2-man game.
Great way to break through on that 1-3-1.
Saves it up top. Bounce loose inside. It's taken by Siemens. Krafels and Buhler
up inside. Losi just
will sit. Traffic.
Bucket of the night, and like you
7 seconds to go in the half, and Sir Fist and seconds to go in the half in a 9-9 game. Up in the hands of Krafels, end up fighting for the ball on the baseline. They're going to just 4 total. Sammy, got to play tough here for the final. They'll get it. Well, now maybe they can take a little order to spam.
Catch up with other coaches and athletes in This Week.
To check out our cookies, desserts, fresh baked bread, and custom cakes. We also offer delicious lunches every day and fun last-minute gifts in our shop. Come on down or call us at 888.
Bounce pass right side circle to Brooke Brogan. Back to Curtis. McKenna the other way, right to left inside. Missed the shot. Sewell in there for the rebound. Scored it, and we're tied.
Sammy Brooks just so active inside. That's her first bucket of the night.
And can be used indoor, outdoor, and in damp locations. Has a 15,000-hour lifespan and priced under $5 each.
Nice look. Brooks inside. Right corner to Siemens. McKenna long pass up top to Sewell.
Well, the Hutchinson Community College basketball teams return from a 23-day holiday break as the Blue Dragons make their longest road trip of the season to play at Northwest Tech tonight. Tip-off for the Jayhawk Conference contest will be at 6:30 for the women's game. The Blue Dragons women's team are 11-4 to start the second half of the season, 3 games out of first place in the Jayhawk Conference with a 5-4 league record. The Blue Dragons are 13-1, though, under head coach John Hodges in first games following holiday breaks. Northwest Tech is just 5-8 on the season and 1-7 in conference play. The men's team, on the other hand, are coming off back-to-back victories to close out the first semester. The 10-5 Blue Dragons will tip off around 8:30 as they start the second half of the season tied for 8th place in the Jayhawk Conference at 4-5. The Blue Dragons still remain second in the nation in scoring at 104 points per game. And tonight in women's basketball in the Big 12, the 21st-ranked KU Jayhawk play its first game of the 2023 season as they host Texas Tech at Allen Fieldhouse. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. KU ECU is 11-1 on the year and 1-0 in Big 12 play following 80-65 victory over Oklahoma State on December 31st. Jayhawks remain in both national polls for the fourth consecutive week, moving up to the 21st spot in the AP Top 25 poll. The Kansas State women's team is 11-3 on the year, begin their home portion of the Big 12 slate as the Wildcats host Oklahoma State at 6:30 tonight. Wildcats will play 3 of their next 4 games in Bramlage Coliseum. And coming up tomorrow night, the Wichita State Shockers are back at home against Cincinnati at Charles Koch Arena for an 8 o'clock tip-off. The Shockers are coming off a 79-69 home loss to East Carolina on Saturday afternoon, as a breakout performance from Kenny Poto wasn't enough for Wichita State, as he set a career high with 21 points on 9 of 13 shooting. The Shockers' loss to ECU was the first in 7 American Athletic Conference meetings. Again, the game against Cincinnati will tip off at 8 o'clock, but you can hear pregame coverage starting on Kansas Rocks 100.3 at 7 o'clock. That's a look at your halftime sports. Time to get you back out to your high school game.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law is dedicated to offering clients with personal injury claims competent and compassionate service. If you or a loved one was injured in a serious accident involving a motor vehicle, or a loved one suffered a wrongful death, we will inform you of your rights and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 to find out your options today.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
95.9 HKFM.
All right, back here at halftime Crusader basketball tonight, brought to you in part by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Erickson Custom Building, by Crusader Booster Club, and by Diatech. Well, Christopher, would you like the good news first, the bad news?
I'm always a bad news person first, because then we can talk more about the good.
Well, the bad news is Buhler only scored 9 points in that first half. Good news is Winfield only scored 9 points in that first half. Both teams can, you can tell they've been off a couple of weeks. Buhler finally got some offensive things going in that second quarter. Hopefully that'll open up some things in the second half.
Yeah, well, you know how you can always tell how basketball teams improve offensively as the year goes on, and those early December games are maybe a little bit rough, hard to score. Sometimes those games coming right off of Christmas break are right in the same vein, and that's kind of what we're seeing tonight. And luckily, it's not just Buhler that struggled to shoot tonight.
All right, really credit both defenses. I thought both defenses did a nice job of kind of taking the other team out of what they wanted to do offensively in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at the turnover ratio. Winfield was 7, Buhler was 6. So both teams have turned over each other almost identical amounts. And yeah, I mean, the struggle offensively has not been because teams have just been terrible at shooting. A lot of it's just because every shot that's gone up tonight, with the exception of a couple threes, there's been defenders in the shooter's face.
One thing I like, we talked about in the Augusta game, and now we're seeing it a little bit here in the second quarter of this game, is that tandem bigs down low, Brooks and the Krafels for Buhler, seem to really play well together. You can't guard them both.
Yeah. Well, Sammy is such an unselfish post player that when she gets it, she's looking to shoot, but she's also looking to dump off to other defenders or other players, because the defenders really key on her, especially after some of the big scoring nights that she's had.
Scoring in the first half, Myers with 3 count. Kaylee Myers for Winfield. Vikings' Aaliyah Morey had 4 first half points, 2 for Zariah Driver. 4 different scores in the first half for the Crusaders. Claudia Tanner with 3, Natalia Krafels with 2, Sammy Brooks with 2, and Emmy Stallman with 2 in that first half. 9-9 here at Hathaway earlier this week. Loved traveling, especially if it was the beach, by her son John and her daughters Natalia and Taylin. And we just want to send our thoughts and prayers to the Krafels family. A fascinating life, Bethany, born in
to play sports with them, with Bethany's daughters over the years, and she was always a fun person to sit in the stands at a softball game or a basketball game, very fiery, and she's a very competitive person. She loved watching her daughters compete, and so yeah, our prayers really go out to the Crafels family, because I know losing her, she had battled cancer heroically. I mean, she dealt with it for years and really did it courageously.
Her celebration of life will be this Saturday at 10:30 at Trinity United Methodist Church in Hutchinson. Bethany Joy Crafels passed away this week at 43, and our very best to her family. Second half from Winfield coming up. Crusaders and the Vikings tied 9-9 here on HKFM.
Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas.
Each and every day, Wifco Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what Wifco can do for you, go to Wifco.
This year by eating more donuts. Body by Daylight Donuts is a new way of living that focuses less on stress and more on your smile. I know every time I eat a Daylight donut, I feel happier. And when I wash it down with a great cup of coffee or a tall cold milk, I feel energized and ready to tackle the day.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. And every journey begins
on the road here in Winfield. Our coverage. Sewell right to left here in the second half. Buhler did a good job against the
that evens up the turnover battle to 7 apiece.
Side. Natalia's done a great job of the board. Baxter back to
yeah, not a good way to start the third quarter.
Circle here at Ollie Thomas, right side 3. Long rebound out of bounds. They're going to call. You've missed out, my friend. If you didn't know where you were going, you'd not. Long shot. Traffic for the rebound.
Another great fizzler. She was running down the near sideline. Saw Taylor.
Crafels too strong. Rebound Baxter.
Well, Buhler.
Boy, I thought that shot was in for sure, and it snuck back out. As is Alyssa Losi for a 4-2.
Shots.
We talked a lot, but she has made the most of her time so far this year. Misses.
These are the first free throws of the entire game. She even shot.
Brooks missed, but Brooks the 5-9.
Yep, boosting that percentage.
2, and that is good. Z-A-R-I along the baseline to back. 13-11, back to, it comes down to Nia Sewell. This is it down. And a great recovery by Charlie.
Yeah, that time.
8. And
Ashley McClure with IVP 0904-7010.
Shouldn't be pricey.
Call basketball this season brought to you in she and the right corner. 3-point game. Vikings across a 3 missed left side by Curtis features.
Yes, no doubt.
Vikings will come back the other way. Winfield's done it. This is Morey checking back
this evening, and hence why we have a 14.
A dangerous pass by Horn. Rebound Crafels. She's working on this for a 3. She might have got bumped, and they don't. Faith Miller both ended up on the floor. A call here tonight. Not a lot of fouls.
Yep.
You know, where you have 40 fouls called or something like that.
Yes.
Pressure. Crafels left side, looking down low. Brooks banging inside. Shot altered, out of bounds. Try and save that ball, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Viking.
Any separation this evening.
Driver's got it out front.
That'll be her first.
22 to go here in the third. Buhler with Mr. Baxter fights around a double team off Losi and then went out of bounds. Our defender. Here's Sewell. Then gets tangled up
smokes.
As Crosby Curtis.
I mean, Morey just.
To go. That was not a great offensive. Lost it in the corner, trying to get it back. And today, 5'4" sophomore is going to check in for Winfield.
Defensively.
Vikings launch a 3, missed by Washington. Rebound Losi ins to go on the half. Looking inside to Stallman. Oh, boy, I sure thought that went up.
Crusaders.
14-11. It's somebody has to be open somewhere else, don't they? Morey can't get it a 3. Buhler by 3. And we're back with the fourth in 1 minute on 8.
Top dollar for your trade and get you the financing you deserve on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. You can even shop online 20.
It's for more than a century. Helping them prepare for
facilities, warehouses, oil, integrity of Wifco products. Go to Wifco at.
Well, back here in the fourth quarter, 14-11. Buhler by for Natalia Crafels in and out. It won't stick after 1. Simpson, Buhler, and Claudia Taylor. Wait. And at the end of the
Lady Crusaders, Winfield's in the same boat. They're trying to.
Now, I don't know that she's come out of the game at all tonight. Here's Losi to the bucket, missed the shot, and Charlie with a rebound.
Great.
Claudia rims long, rebound, and a tie-up in the arrow to the
guard in there, duking it out with the big dogs.
So Viking.
Yeah, Winfield just a 3 or 2 away from tying this thing.
Top to driver, Zariah inside. Sewell across the timeline. Rebound, she's tied up and fouled.
Yeah, it was a great look by Crafels. I mean, she's been looks.
And that was a good shot, but that's been the theme of the night. This ball won't go in the
Yes.
net. And gets the ball on the inbounds play. It up right now, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
5:53 to go. Stallman missed. Rebound loose in the lane, taken by Emmy.
So many fouls tonight. Both Losi and Driver, 2 of the bigs for
the season. And first swishes right through there, and it's a 6-point lead. That made shot, second short. Rebound Vikings. So Slinda over Crafels, and a timeout by Vinjon.
Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for you. BLDG.com.
I'm Cindy Couchman, our Ash Community College. Check us out at usd313.org today.
With local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. Or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should.
Buhler with a 4-point lead, 17-13. Although that pass picked off by Morey. And then Morey fouled by Crafels with 5.
Got down the floor to where eventually Morey was the defender, and she's got such a wingspan, she was able to bat it away.
Well, you know that pressure. Here's Morey inside against Crafels again, goes up with a shot. She's made 2 in a row. And here's Crafels across the timeline. Sewell near side. Like to see it. Volumes picked up in the gym, and
5 possessions or so, they've really sped up the pace and
can't bank it in. Rebound here, nearly threw it away. Morey set up with it. Now Curtis out high, 3-4. Won't take that shot. Instead, she tries to force it low to Morey, and it's deflected out. About 3:36 left in the game. 17-15 Crusaders. To Mortimer for 3, missed. Rebound. Sewell picked off by Curtis. Curtis the other way, layup good, tie game. Point lead, has been erased. We're tied at 17. Timeout. 3:01 to go. We're tied at.
Side with our clients for more than a century, helping them prepare for the unexpected and supporting
Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of steel fabrication.
95.9 8.
No, been injured at work. Tom at 9,000. Aaron West, Chris.
It's a basketball here.
Winfield's really picked up the intent. Lillian Horn is back in the games. Faith Miller to play it in front of her own bench. 2 fouled. That'll be just the 5th.
And she scored 4 of their points tonight in a low score.
Her side.
So when she turned to kind of post.
In part by Adams Brown's strategic allies. And see, Vikings have scored the last 6. And then from behind, out of bounds off her.
Yeah, she came out of nowhere. I mean,
in.
Big bucket that time by the.
Morey is he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, gave her this offensive possession to get her a couple puffs.
Right. You'd like to see about a 90-second off a timeout by the Vikings with 1. Freshman boys win tonight, 51-20. Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist, online at Buhler Dental.
They called that timeout to bring her back in, Coach Vinjon.
The 4th quarter, she's had to work for everything. Natalia has done a great job on her
chunk of it.
Sewell, Baxter, Brooks, Crafels. Long picked off by Nia Sewell.
Great job by the. And with Buhler having the lead, they can take all.
17 Crusaders back in 30 seconds.
Superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816.
Courses like HVAC, plumbing, and electrical technologies, all taught.
Back here, our coverage from the Allen 17. Faith Miller will be the inbounder. Front court in front of. Buhler will reset with 38 seconds to go. And Curtis with a reach-in foul. That is going to put Faith Miller at the.
Yeah.
Just the 6th foul. Next one will put Buhler at the line. 29.
Oh, Nelly. So yeah, the snare defending well and not letting there be an uncontested 3.
Not the end of the world, although you definitely don't want to give up.
Or they get the ball across. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Mitchell-Stetter puts a press in
metal. Red Rock Auto Center by the Medicine KU hosting Avila in the Gleason app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. Crafels, 13 to play, And
the entire night.
Boy, you'd real 7 on the season is Natalia Krafels at the line. Mistake by the senior, a rare mistake by Crosby Curtis.
Lady Crusader defender, I didn't see who it was that got in her way, but good job.
Brooks to play it.
Yeah, she went up for the ball, and Maury went for it and kind of.
Aaliyah Maury at 6'2". Even though the low scoring, these kids have expended so much energy.
Yeah.
And hope that she's okay. Took a hard spill. So Claudia Taylor at the line
here. And such a hard thud on the floor, so good to see her up and under her own power.
Well, one more pretty much to seal this part. Buhler by 4, 2 seconds left. A pass up the floor, stolen away, and not pretty. It's okay as long as you come away with that.
Quite a few upperclassmen, I mean juniors and seniors that they lean on pretty heavy. Probably more importantly even, gets us back to 500.
Well, Vikings led by his fourth quarter. They win it by 4, 21-17. Lady Crusaders improved their mark to 3-3 and 2-1 in the league. And that'll put them alone in the 3rd place in the league standings. Lady Vikings fall to 3-3 and 0-3. They are in last place in ABCTL 3 play. 21-17, our final, our postgame begins next here on HKFM.
Coming up, the Crusader Locker Room Show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive Crusader Athletics at astra.radio.com.
So when she turned, big bucket that time.
2 for Faith for Rattles.
Junior, her first of the night, gives Buhler the lead again.
Long 2 for point. Cross court pass Miller.
At Morton Salt in South Hutch, we're passionate about what we do and how we do it. That's because we're helping to improve people's lives in more ways and places than ever before. Hi, this is Evan Moody, General Manager. To learn more, go to mortonsalt.com.
Ag 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas. Whether you need home, auto, farm, crop, commercial, or life insurance, we have options for you. Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy.
Ag 360 Inman. Call Darren Eddy at 620-755-6023 or Cody Moores at 620-755-7779.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here, our locker room show as the Lady Crusaders win it tonight 21-17. Vikings led early in this game 9-3. They had a 6-point lead in the second quarter. We were not at 9, a low-scoring game at half. And Buhler jumped out. Claudia Taylor hit a shot to make it a 2-point game early in the third. Crusaders led by as many as 6 in the second half and never trailed. There was that point, Chris, in the fourth quarter. Maury had that little bit of a run and thought Buhler maybe allowed themselves to get sped up just a little bit too much. But they did enough to hang on and get the win, and boy, that W's got to feel good.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those games that if you lose it, you're going to be just going, what if, and think about all the things that could have gone the other way. But when you win that type of game, you just feel good that, hey, we came on the road against a very physical, older team than us and played well enough to win. And like you said, Buhler, I think they did a good job because there was that stretch there where we had about 3 or 4 empty possessions in a row where we turned it over. But the Lady Crusaders were able to play lockdown defense and settled in. And down the home stretch, played with a cool head and got the win.
Yeah, Maury, as the Maury goes, so go the Vikings. She finished with 8 points, but I can't say enough about the job Natalia Krefels did on her tonight. Just fantastic.
She really did. She was, and Maury's a big that can move. You know, there's some bigs that are fairly stationary that don't move around. I mean, Maury Smith's very active. She's got good, springs. We talked about, I mean, she blocked Emmy Stallman earlier in the game, and Emmy's a player that doesn't get very many shots blocked. But Maury's, quite the player, and, just to hold her to 8 points, I mean, that's a testament to the effort that Krefels had. And like you're saying, and we don't keep track of rebounds, but definitely in double digits.
Had to be.
I mean, and a ton of them on the defensive end, just really limiting to one-shot possessions. And, you think down the stretch when we needed that huge board, Krefels was the one that got it.
Had to be double-digit rebounds tonight. You just look and you think about, I think everybody that played in the game, and a nice thing, too, that contributed in some way to that win. Obviously, Claudia Taylor leads the way with 7 points. That ties a career high for her, and hit those 2 big free throws at the end. No pressure, right?
Yep.
Only up 2. They're late. She comes in after Nat took that spill and went out and calmly hit those 2 free throws. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Claudia. I mean, that was like a pitcher coming out of the bullpen. She wasn't in the game, and she had to come in once, and she has trust in Claudia, and so she knocks down her first free throws of the year to get the Lady Crusaders the win.
Well, final point totals tonight for Winfield. Kaylee Myers with 3, Crosby Curtis with 2, Aaliyah Maury with 8, and Zariah Driver with Faith Miller with 2, and Emmy Stallman with 2 final numbers tonight in a 21-17 win. And Coach Mitchell Stetter joins love the way your team competed tonight, and battled hard, played great defense.
The girls executed exactly what I asked them to do in practice. We knew their strength, and we made sure that.
Can't say enough the job she did guarding Maury, and then double-digit rebounds had to be tonight. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she knew her job today. We told her that as much as you can, keep the balls out of Maury's hands, and if she gets it, her guards knew to dig it down to try to make her pass it out. I think Nat really always steps up when we need rebounds in those critical moments. She's kind of our person she's our flyer. She just reads, has a Nat for those rebounds. Natty has a Nat.
Yeah.
But she did a great job.
I know. That's very impressive.
Every once in a while I got him. As my students would say, that's a knee slapper.
Your 2 freshman guards kind of put them in the pressure cooker tonight, going against a guard with the experience of Crosby Curtis, but for the most part handled themselves well. That's got to be a great learning experience for them.
Yeah, Naya knew that she had to step up tonight to lead our team, and I warned Lily so that she'd have to step up and play a couple minutes to give Naya a break, and I think for being thrown in with the dogs, Lily did a great job. She controlled the ball when she needed to. She, of course, made freshman mistakes because it's her first experience of like a high-intense person that guards you. But she did a good job, put in her minutes, and I'm very proud of both of them.
Yeah, with the frantic way that Winfield plays, this is not an easy place to come play. So.
And then you have the student section that's starting to show up that adds a little dynamic. But I thought we did good. We executed our defense like we were supposed to, and then our offense, it looked good at points, but there are times in the games we should have made better decisions, but we're a little tired.
All right, Coach. Well, got to carry some momentum and feel like, hey, going into Mulvane on Tuesday next week, and a chance that you could position yourself with a decent seed for the SIT. I know 1 game at a time, and it starts with Mulvane. I think that's another one that you got to feel like, hey, we go in there and we got a real good shot to win.
Yeah, every night's opportunity to win. So I'm excited to go play Mulvane for the first time and see what happens.
All right, Coach, how's the wrestling, by the way? A little update there?
It's actually doing pretty good. Tyson and Jacoby are loving it. My husband's loving the fact he gets to coach them. Tyson, I think, is he's a little crazy, but I love it, his intensity and stuff. Yeah. And Jacoby is just loving every moment. So it's fun watching your kids succeed.
Well, wrestling, you got to have that intensity.
Oh, yeah. And I'm trying my best not to yell much because I don't have a clue what I'm yelling. But every once in a while, the coach comes out of me.
Cheer when something good happens,
right? Yep.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yep, thank you.
Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter back. We'll come back with our play and player of the game right after this on HKFM.
More of the Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Just like Hutch has been synonymous with salt dating back to its discovery here in 1887, Cargill is synonymous with salt. Cargill Salt of Hutch, proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
The medicine shop, when you drop your prescriptions off, the personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need, delivered with speed, the lowest prices guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle at 14th and Main at the Little White Castle. You'll feel all better at the medicine shop.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Stop by Heston Bakery and Cafe, Heston's hometown cafe, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. Open every day of the week. They serve an assortment of baked goods, specialty coffees, sandwiches, soups, salads, and desserts for dine-in, carry-out, and for all your catering needs. Stop in and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, or view the menu and order online for convenient quick pickup at HestonBakeryAndCafe.com.
Neufeld Flooring, proud supporter of Buhler High School activities. We are your experts for all your floor covering needs. Please make an appointment to visit us at 110 West 2nd, downtown Buhler, or give us a call at 620-543-2274. Go Crusaders!
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here, the Lady Crusaders with a 21-17 win. Let's get to our play and the player of the game. Tonight's Dix Phillips 66, Phillip of the game. Phillip on gasoline, snacks, and more. Dix Phillips 66. 4th and Stevens. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. And what a big bucket late in the game by Faith Miller. Cross-court pass, Miller. Long 2 for Faith, rattles in.
Big bucket that time by the junior. Her first of the night, gives Buhler the lead again.
And that Faith Miller bucket with 1:50 to go in the game gave Buhler a 2-point lead, 19-17. They went on 2 Claudia Taylor free throws to win it 21-17 to improve to 3-3 on the year. That are Dix Phillips 66, Phillip of the game. Tonight's Wifco Steel Products Player of Steel, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. Wifco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at wifcosp.com. And what an effort. We talked about Natalia Kreifels losing her mom earlier this week, and it's been a tough go for her family, but couldn't be more proud of the effort that she gave. Great defensively against Aaliyah Morey tonight. Just had the 2 points, had some other good looks. The coach said she's really been shooting the ball well in practice and thinks that some good things are ahead for Nat. Double-digit rebounds tonight, a terrific kid. And so glad she's on our team. Tonight's Wifco Steel Products Player of Steel. Peter girls win it. Guys, coming up here in about 6.5 minutes. We've got more from Ollie Thomas when we come back on HKFM.
Coming up on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, Aaron and Chris preview tonight's matchup and get you set up with 3 keys to victory. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Pyle Law is a Kansas personal injury law firm. We handle cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. I'm Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of personal experience in all matters relating to Kansas personal injury law. Tom will take the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact Pyle Law at 620-241-9000.
At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century, helping them prepare for the unexpected and supporting the teams, schools, and communities we all care about. Fee Insurance, forward together.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here from Ollie Thomas Gym in Winfield, Crusader basketball brought to you in part by H&R Block, by Wifco Steel Products, Ray & Sons Roofing, by Sheila Metzger Agency, Advanced Physical Therapy, and by Hutch Rec. Crusader guys searching for a win. They could really use a W tonight. They've lost 4 straight, 1-4 to start the season. 0-2 in the league, coming off that 6-point loss at Augusta on the 16th, 55-49. Kind of to within 3 late and continued development. You heard Diedrich Willer-Trask talk about it in our player profile tonight. A lot of these guys still trying to figure out their role on this team and who are going to be the scorers. And I know Diedrich's got some offensive game in him. He's working real hard to get going and just getting some pieces to go around. Grant Ricker, and see if they can get their scoring numbers up, averaging 42 a game, giving up 52. And who are those guys going to be? We'll see if they can come out of here with a win. They swept Winfield last year, although this has never been an easy place for them to play. It was a tight game last January here until late. Buhler won it 60-49. And, of course, they demolished Winfield at the Fieldhouse last February, 63-29. Vikings 0-5 and 0-2 in the league. They won just 1 game last year and have just 9 wins combined in their last 5 seasons. It's been tough sledding for this group. Really, at times, tough to score, although their scoring numbers are up. Despite being winless this year, their scoring numbers are up. They are averaging 55 points a game. But you look at what their opponents have done, and through 5 games, averaging 72 points. And so defense has been difficult. Buhler certainly would like to take advantage of that tonight, but I don't think they want to give up 55 points. This game can be played in the 40s. I feel like the Crusaders have a good shot to get out of here with their second win of the season. First-year head coach Rob Fields, he takes over the program, trying to get it reversed back on the right track. As we mentioned, just 1-19 last year. 8 seniors graduated and 4 starters off this club. Buhler goes to Mulvane then on the Tuesday, and at Circle next Friday, January 13th, before 3 straight dates at the SIT, January 19th, 20th, and 21st. All games at the Salina Invitational Tournament. Good luck to our Crusader wrestlers coming up this week. They'll be at Augusta on Saturday, swimming tomorrow at Newton. And our bowlers get their season started next Tuesday at Wichita Collegiate. You can stream tonight's games on your phone with the Astra radio app powered by Nextech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Nextech Wireless. We are Kansas. We'll see if the Crusaders can get that second win, the first in the league. and keep the Vikings winless. And get back on the right track here to start the year. Aaron West from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Starting lineups in the tip next from Ollie Thomas Gym in Winfield. This is Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at astraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
Hey guys, this is Malia.
And I'm Elijah.
We're from Rise Up Green Up Prevention Network.
My favorite activity that we do each year is, yes, the Youth Empowerment Summit.
Every year on Martin Luther King Day, we have a summit just for 5th through 8th grade students. This is a day to empower youth to be stronger, make great choices, and have fun. There will be food, drinks, activities, and motivating breakout sessions just for you.
Our guest speaker is Dominic Miller, former NFL player with a powerful message about making great choices and making a difference in your community. Join us Monday, January 16th at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Hutchinson High School. Bring a friend. Get your registration and more information at riseupreno.org.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
And there is the Winfield Viking pep band with tonight's national anthem. Let's take a look at our Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups. Let Heartland Wealth Strategies help you pursue prosperity.
Now for your starting lineups.
Located inside Heartland Credit Union at 29th and Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 620-669-0177. For the 0-5 Winfield Vikings, 0-2 in the league under first-year head coach Rob Fields. They will start like this.
And up first for your Winfield Vikings.
A 5'11 senior, number 2. Check that, a 5'10 freshman, number 1, Evan Hutto. A 5'11 senior, number 2, Adam Woods. A 6'5 senior, number 11, Cale Madrigal. A 5'9 senior, number 24, Maverick Thomas. And a 6'3 senior, number 34, Trey Teal. Again for the Vikings, Hutto, Woods, Madrigal, Thomas, and Teal. For the 1-4 Buhler Crusaders, 0-2 in the league under first-year head coach David Bryant. They will start like this. At one guard, a 5'11 senior, number 3, Ethan Stambaugh. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 11, Grant Ricker. At forward, a 6'4 senior, number 2, Diedrich Willard-Trask. Diedrich averaging 6 points and 3.5 rebounds a game. At forward, a 6'5 junior, number 10, Tavian Gilliam. And a 6-foot senior, number 22, Matthew Eddy. Matt averaging 3 points and 6 boards a game. Willard-Trask, Stambaugh, Gilliam, Ricker, and Eddy for Buhler. Crusaders led in scoring by Grant Ricker, who averages 15 a contest. He had a career best 27 in the last at Augusta back in December. Buhler in their road maroon uniforms with a black and white trim, black and white numerals, home whites, blue trim, blue numerals for the Winfield Vikings. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. I Need a Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Morton Salt, by IVP Benefits Consulting at Astra Virtual Academy by Inman Funeral Home and by Summit Surgical. Set to go here from Ollie Thomas Gym in Winfield, the second half of tonight's doubleheader. The Crusaders and the Vikings. Hope you enjoy it. Aaron West here with a play-by-play from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on KWHK Hutchinson. It'll be Gilliam to tip for the Crusaders, getting his second straight start tonight, and Cale Madrigal for the Vikings. And the tip is up and controlled by Winfield. They'll start with the ball left to right. Maverick Thomas across the timeline. Picked up in a man-to-man defensively by Ethan Stambaugh. Right side circle to Woods. Adam Woods guarded by Matt Eddy. Eddy trying to reach in and poke the ball away, and a early foul on Matthew. That'll be his first. And team foul number 1. Not a lot of fouls called in the girls' game. See if that trend continues by this crew. Vikings play it in front court. Off the screen, Maverick Thomas rolls, left corner 3. Woods missed the shot. Rebound, Diedrich Willard-Trask. Peter the other way. Willard-Trask gives up to Stambaugh. Driving left side lane, goes to the cup, and an early score. Nice take by the senior. Diedrich to Ethan, and Buhler leads it 2-0 and a good start. 7:20 to play here in the opening period. 3 the other way, missed by Woods. Rebound, Tavian Gilliam. Gilliam up that floor. Off to Stambaugh. Stambaugh starting at the point guard position tonight. Willard-Trask left baseline into Ricker. A little floater off the window. The kiss for 2. And Buhler leads it 4-0. 6:51. Good start. You heard Willard-Trask talk about that in our player profile tonight. Buhler's gotten off to tough starts in the first 5 games, trying to do better here. Shot missed, rebound inside, putback missed by Teal. Rebound, Tavian Gilliam, a second board in the game for Tavian. The other way to Stambaugh, right side circle. Far corner, Gilliam. Posted up against Madrigal. Vikings in a man-to-man. Off the screen, here's Ricker. Cut off on the wing. Willard-Trask feeds inside. Eddy, layup good. Second assist in the game for Diedrich. And it's 6-0. Crusaders, what a great start. Now a steal. Ball taken away. Inside shot missed by Eddy. Rebound. Loose on the deck, out of bounds, and they're going to call it off of Winfield. Great hustle by Matt Eddy. Actually, I believe they're going to say it was off Eddy, hustling out of bounds after that loose ball. 6-point Buhler lead to start the game. 6:01 to play here in the first. Vikings against Buhler's press. Hutto across the timeline, left to right. Ball deflected over on the far side, picked up by Matt Eddy. Back-to-back turnovers on the Vikings. And Eddy brings it into front court. Up top to Willard-Trask. Diedrich plays it to Stambaugh. And I'm going to call a travel on Ethan.
Hey, goes both ways.
Say Ethan picked up his dribble. So Buhler with their first turnover in a 6-0 game. 5:44 to play in the first. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, here is Winfield Vikings. Hutto with it. Out top to Woods. Woods long pass, too strong for Hutto in this right corner. Right in front of the Buhler bench, goes out of bounds. The Vikings have now turned it over on 3 straight possessions. Buhler to play it in the length of the floor. Here is Gilliam across the timeline, right to left. Tavian going downtown, shot blocked. Rejected by Madrigal. Loose ball taken by Willard-Trask. Back into Gilliam. Now out on the wing to Grant Ricker. Ricker working around the defender, slips and falls. And they're going to call a foul. Maybe a little ticky-tack there, but they're going to get Maverick Thomas with a foul. And that'll be his first. Vikings first here in the game. Substitution is A.J. Thetford will check into the the Crusader lineup. A.J., the 6'2 junior, will replace Tavian Gilliam. Crusaders with the ball up 6-0. Grant Ricker driving inside to the cup. Short off the front iron. Rebound, Cale Madrigal of Winfield. Vikings the other way. They'll work it down the lane. Thomas far corner to Hutto. Inside over Thetford, high off the window, score it for Trey Teal, the senior. Well, the lone returning starter for this Viking team scores it to make it 6-2. Winfield's first points, 4:43 to go in the first. Buhler the other way. Diedrich Willard-Trask gives up to Stambaugh. Right elbow jumper for E. Missed, back iron. Rebound inside, pulled down to the Vikings, Cale Madrigal. Winfield down 4 here. As Hutto has it in the left corner. Slides inside, and the floater is good. Back-to-back buckets for Winfield, down to a 2-point game. Crusaders the other way. Stambaugh hard to the bucket. Missed the shot, but is fouled. That'll be 2 at the line for Ethan. Ethan has not shot a free throw this year. Career 63% shooter. Buhler is a team on the season. Shooting just 55%. They've struggled. They were only 4 of 10 at the line at Augusta. That's a stat they'd like to improve on. Ethan here, first free throw, rims out. Stambaugh hit the game's opening bucket, misses a free throw here. Ryland Parker waiting to check in if Stambaugh makes this next free throw. On the way for Ethan, and short. Rebound, Matt Eddy. So Stambaugh misses a pair, still 6-4 our score. Here's Ricker on a drive off the window. And a bucket for Grant. So Grant's got 4, it's 8-4. Buhler again by 4. Tied up in the lane, ball knocked loose. Vikings able to save it on their end of the floor. Woods working it to Teal. 10-foot jumper, right side missed. Rebound, Diedrich Willard-Trask. 8-4, Crusaders by 4. Coming right to left the other way. Diedrich working it right inside of the bucket. Shot blocked from behind. Madrigal with his second block in the game. Taken away by the Vikings. Here's Hutto, right side circle. Up top, Teal for 3. Missed. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Eddy will work it ahead. Willard-Trask coming up that floor. Reverse layup. Good. Nice. Take to the bucket. Right to left by Diedrich Willard-Trask with a reverse layup, and it's 10-4. And Buhler back in front by 6. 3:12 to go here in the first. Vikings the other way. Woods has it. Down low to Teal. Looking inside now. Madrigal picked off. Taken away by Diedrich Willard-Trask. A 4th Viking turnover. And Buhler's back the other way. Here comes Diedrich inside in the right corner to Matt Eddy. They work it out on the wing to Thetford. Now to Willard-Trask along that right baseline. 2:46 to go in the quarter. Here's Grant sliding inside, and a whistle and a foul call. A trio of Vikings set to check in. Ryland Parker's been at the scores table for about 2 minutes here. They're going to call that a shooting foul, so it's going to put Grant Ricker at the line. Grant on the year, just 8 of 18, 44%. Career 59% foul shooter. And those 27 points at Augusta. Hits the first free throw here. 3 new Vikings in the game. Trevor Shelton, a 5'11 junior. Traven Stanley, a 5'11 junior. And Drew Graham, a 5'11 sophomore in the game. Mentioned Buhler, Ryland Parker, the 5'8 sophomore guard. In as Ricker goes 1 of 2 at the line. Rebound Vikings. Tavian Gilliam also returns, and Jeff Neal in. Jeffrey, the 6-foot junior, in for the first time tonight. 11-4, Crusaders by 7, largest lead. 2:37 to play in the quarter. And the Vikings throw it away, out of bounds, out of their own bucket. So a 5th Viking turnover. And here comes Buhler the other way. Gilliam across the timeline. Tavian, left elbow jumper, short. Rebound, Jeffrey Neal. Put back, yes! Great take. Hard take as Jeffrey, through contact, puts it up and in. 13-4, the lead. 2-9 now. 2:18 to go in the quarter. Here comes Trevor Shelton, far side circle. Traven Stanley. Inside to Graham. Shot missed, but a foul.
That's a foul number 2 from Buhler.
That is called on to Diedrich Willard-Trask. It'll be his first, team's second. It's going to put sophomore Drew Graham at the line, shooting 2 shots. First on the way by Graham is short off the front iron. Evan Hutto is going to return for Winfield. He'll replace Adam Woods. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Wade Patton Insurance, Dix Phillips 66, by Buhler Dental Care, and by Schmidt Electric. Second Graham free throw missed. Long rebound taken by Jeffrey Neal. So Graham 0 of 2 at the line. Crusaders the other way. Jeff's got it right side circle. Parker out front, left side to Ricker. Now to Gilliam, minute 53 to go in the quarter. Here's Jeffrey out high, far side circle to Grant Ricker. Grant will drive, splits two defenders, shot missed, rebound Willard Trask, put back no. Rebound Diedrich, plays it out to Rylan Parker. Couple of offensive boards by the senior. Here's Grant now, working it through the lane, poked away, a steal, second Buhler turnover. Vikings the other way, layup good by Travian Stanley. That makes it 13-6. Now a 7-point game. 1:18 to play in the quarter. Jeffrey Neal has it out high for the Crusaders. Drives around Stanley with a right hand, left it short. Willard Trask trying for another rebound inside, couldn't handle it. Out of bounds, it'll be Viking ball as Cale Madrigal will return. A 7-point game here. 1:09 to go in the quarter. Opening game of the new year. Back to Tuesday, Friday action next week at Mulvane and at Circle. Vikings in their half court to our right. This is Evan Hutto driving the right side lane line. Guarded by Grant Ricker in the man-to-man. Far side to Trevor Shelton. Inside now, Madrigal. Willard Trask fell down. They call a blocking foul inside. See if that came before the shot. I think it did. They're going to call a blocking foul on Diedrich Willard Trask. He picks up his second. Grant Ricker's going to come out. Ethan Stambaugh back in. Matt Eddy's also going to return for Diedrich Willard Trask. Christian Morey is checked into the ball game, a sophomore for Winfield. So Stambaugh, Parker, Neal, Eddy, and Gilliam now the 5 on the floor for Buhler. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. And inside, Madrigal tied up and called for a travel. Great defense inside by the Crusaders, forcing a 6th Viking turnover in this first quarter. Leading 13-6. Jeffrey Neal will play it in length of the floor. Gilliam across the timeline, looking ahead to Eddy. Pass just a little too long. A little bit too much mustard from Tavian. Out of bounds, will go back the other way. Still 13-6, 32 seconds to go in the first. Vikings across the timeline, far side circle, Trevor Shelton. Looking down low to Madrigal with a turnaround for 2. And that gets the lead down to 5. It's a 4-0 Viking run here, 13-8. The other way, Crusaders, Jeff Neal for 3, missed, back iron. Rebound, 4 seconds on the clock, Vikings. And a half-court shot short, and that'll get us to the end of the first. The Vikings finish that first quarter on a 4-0 run, 5-point game. 13-8 Crusaders, they lead after 1. And we're back in 60 seconds here on HKFM.
Physical Therapy of Hutchinson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy in the area. Our therapists at Advanced Physical Therapy are trained in multiple specialties such as women's health, dry needling, hand therapy, and orthopedics. If getting in to see your physician is difficult, Advanced Physical Therapy may be able to see you without a referral. We pride ourselves in one-on-one goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website at aptclinics.com and see how we can help you live at your physical best.
Hi, this is Randy Gotti with the Buhler Booster Club. Please consider membership in our Booster Club to support all students at Buhler High School. Follow the Buhler Booster Club and the Buhler Crusader Closet on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date with new arrivals and activity schedules.
Rod's Tire and Service.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, girls JV, Buhler leads Winfield at the end of one, 8-2. It's 13-8 here. And for the Crusaders, Jacob Miller, a 6'1 freshman, is checked into the ball game. He's out there with Parker, Stambaugh, Ricker, and Eddie. Buhler will have the ball to start the second quarter, up by 5. And Miller working it down low, gets inside free and score it for the freshman. His first career points, Jacob Miller. 15-8, a 7-point game and a long 3. Short up top by Adam Woods, out of bounds. Quick shot. The ball will go right back to the Crusaders. Nominate a mom for our Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game at astraradio.com. We'll select a different winning mom to be the Scooters Mom of the Game during each home game broadcast this season. Eddie with a shot inside, missed. Rebound Vikings. Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson. Be amazing. Here comes Madrigal down the lane. Missed the shot off the right side. Rebound, long outlet. Ryland Parker, layup, good. Back-to-back buckets to start the second quarter for the Crusaders, and the lead is back to 9. 17-8, little 4-0 run here. Lead jumps back to 9. 6:58 to go in the half. And a floater inside the other way, good by Maverick Thomas. 17-10, 7-point game again. Ryland Parker wants 3, hit it out, no good. Rebound Thomas of Winfield. He's going coast to coast the other way. Stops in the lane, kicks out Madrigal, an open 3. And that swishes through for Cale Madrigal. 5-point Viking swing. And the lead has decreased to 4 here, closest it's been in a while. Ricker the other way. Up top to Miller. Miller driving through traffic against Madrigal and called for the travel. So Buhler came right out of the gates in the second quarter and increased the lead to 9. But a 5-0 Viking run, and Winfield is within 4 here. They've got the ball after a 4th Buhler turnover in this game and 6:12 to go in the half. Maverick Thomas left to right across the timeline. Takes Stambaugh down the lane. Shot high off the window and good. And it's a 2-point game, 17-15. And Coach Bryant's seen enough. Timeout Buhler, 5:59 left here in the first half. 17-15, Buhler back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Here, and I invite you to come down to Holly Sweet Treats at 205 South Main in Hutchinson to check out our cookies, desserts, fresh baked bread, and custom cakes. We also offer delicious lunches every day and fun last-minute gifts in our shop. Come on down or call us at 888-YUM.
Neufeld Flooring, proud supporter of Buhler High School activities. We are your experts for all your floor covering needs. Please make an appointment to visit us at 110 West 2nd, downtown Buhler, or give us a call at 620-543-2274. Go Crusaders!
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our in-game timeouts this year brought to you by Pyle Law. If you or someone you know been injured at work, Tom at Pyle Law has over 25 years of experience helping injured workers rescue the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation. Vikings on a 7-0 run here made it a 2-point lead, and Buhler turns it over again for a 5th time. And now Winfield can tie or take their first lead of this game. Stambaugh, Eddie, Ricker, Miller, and Parker still on the floor for the Crusaders here with 5:40 to go in the first half. Winfield in their half court, left corner 3 on the way, misses, back iron by Trey Field. Rebound Crusaders, Jacob Miller works it in front court to Parker. Buhler still by 2. They've not trailed yet tonight. And an offensive foul called down low on Ryland Parker. So a 3rd possession where Buhler has turned the ball over. And a substitution off Coach Bryant's bench. LaShawn Swanson-Roberts, sophomore guard, will check in. And Parker goes out. 5:20 to go here before halftime. Buhler by 2, 17-15. Vikings across the timeline. Near side circle, Evan Hutto. Buhler stays in its man-to-man defensively. Hutto up near the timeline of Maverick Thomas. Thomas driving on Stambaugh. Kicks Hutto in the far side corner. Hutto down low to Madrigal. Turnaround shot missed on the baseline. Rebound to Swanson Roberts. LaShawn tried to sneak it in the lane to a running Matt Eddy. But Winfield able to deflect that out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Crusaders on their own baseline. Ethan Stambaugh left to the basket to play it in. On the road to tonight in Holly Thomas Gym. Swanson Roberts for three, short. Rebound of the lane. Pulled down by Matt Eddy. Put back off the window for two, and Matt's got four. The offensive board and the stick back for the senior makes it 19-15. A 4-point game. That ends a 7-0 Viking run here. 4:33 to go. Winfield the other way in contact in the lane as Trey Teal was driving with the ball. And no shot. Foul on Matt Eddy will be his second. Foul's now mounting up. That is 5 in the half on the Crusaders. Vikings to play it in, down 4. Long pass up top to Maverick Thomas. Thomas, near side circle to Teal. They work it down low. Madrigal in the far corner, Woods. Now a steal on a pass up top, taken by Swanson Roberts. Layup good. Well, he came streaking out of nowhere to rip off that pass and makes it a 6-point game. Great play by the sophomore. 21-15, shot inside, missed. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Here comes Grant Ricker up that floor through contact, missed the shot, but a blocking foul inside, and that's put Grant Ricker at the line for two. A foul on Evan Hutto will be his first. Team's fourth. Grant Ricker at the line. First free throw good. His second trip tonight. Substitutions for Winfield. Trevor Shelton back in, as is Drew Graham. And Travian Stanley. Gilliam Neal. And Stambaugh all return for the Crusaders. Diedrich Willer-Trask remains on that bench with those two fouls. Second free throw by Ricker is good. 3 of 4 now in the game. And just like that, the lead is back to 7, 23-15. Vikings had gotten within a bucket. 23-15 here, 3:52 to go. Pass far side deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings. Crusader basketball this season brought to you by Wifco Steel Products, by Daylight Donuts, Midway Motors, by Rod's Tire and Service, and by Newfelt's Flooring. Vikings working it inside to Teal, and he's going to be fouled from behind by, I believe, Tavian Gilliam. That'll be, if it is, the first on Tavian. Have a Tavian and a Trevian on the floor right now. Here's Teal for three, missed, short in the left corner. Rebound Crusaders. 16 fouls now on Buhler in the half. Stambaugh, he'll try an open three right side and swishes in. Ethan Stambaugh's got 5. 26-10. Check that, I'm sorry, 26-15. The lead has grown to 11 on an Ethan Stambaugh 3. 3:15 to go. Now the ball knocked loose in the lane. Vikings able to save it. Loose again, and a tie-up. And the arrow will keep it with Winfield. Well, that Ethan Stambaugh three-pointer extends it to a double-digit lead. And the Vikings had gotten within 2 in this game. At 17-15, but now a 9-0 Crusader run. Inbounds play and a tie-up. I believe they're going to call an offensive foul on the Vikings. Great play by Ethan Stambaugh to tie up Travian Stanley, and they're going to call him for the offensive foul. He tried to push Stambaugh off of him. It'll be a turnover on the Vikings. Stanley's first personal, 5th team foul. Crusaders up 11 the other way. Here's Ricker out high. Spin move in the lane, cut off of the double team. Out to Jeffrey Neal, now to Gilliam at the top of the circle. Far side, Ricker dribbling through traffic, goes to the bucket with a right hand. Nice take, and the 2, and Grant with a bucket. He's got 9 in the half, and it's 28-15. And the lead has grown to 13 with 2:33 left, an 11-0 run. Boy, more hard contact inside as Winfield tries to work it into Travian Stanley. Ethan Stambaugh went for the steal, ended up on the deck, and a whistle and a foul called. I think that's going to be on Stambaugh. It should put Stanley at the line for 1-1. Cale Madrigal and Maverick Thomas back in the Winfield lineup here. Jacob Miller is going to return for Buhler. Miller, Ricker, Gilliam, Neal, and Swanson Roberts now on the floor. That fouled the first on Stambaugh. This is a 1-1 opportunity for Travian Stanley. First at the line is good. That stops an 11-0 Buhler run. 2:31 left, 28-16. Well, this should be the most points the Buhler has scored in a half this year. Stanley hits a pair at the line. He's got 4 points in the game. Vikings' first free throw makes of the night. They're 2 for 4, 28-17. Lead down to 11, 2:21 to go, and Jeffrey Neal lost it in the right corner out of bounds. That'll be a 7th Buhler turnover as Ryland Parker is set to return, and Neal will go out. Well, lots of action in the Big 12 Conference. Both KU and K-State winning on the road in the state of Texas. K-State, I believe, scored 116 last night. Left side 3 missed by Hutto. Rebound Buhler. KU winning at Texas Tech. K-State winning at Texas. Now a steal. Miller had it taken away by Maverick Thomas. Each team trading turnovers. Vikings the other way, and pass up the floor. Too long and out of bounds. And Winfield's going to give it right back. Peter's got it. Minute 44 to play before halftime. Grant Ricker out high. His team leading 28-17. K-State won 116-103. Pass inside. Gilliam stole it away. Vikings the other way. Inside, floater, count it for Drew Graham. It makes it 28-19, lead down to 9. 1:13 to play. Here comes Gilliam to Ricker for a 3. Yes, bottoms for Grant Ricker, his first tray of the game. 31-19. And the lead streaks back out to 12. 58 seconds to go in the half. Hutto's got it, left side circle. Out front to Graham. Graham on a drive, lost the ball, knocked loose, and I believe kicked by Buhler's Jacob Miller. Substitution for Winfield here. Trey Teal will come back in, and Travian Stanley out. 48 seconds to play. Maverick Thomas is going to play it in the right baseline for the Vikings. Pass deflected, loose in the lane, and it's picked off. Jacob Miller comes up with it. Gilliam might have got a hand on it, and he's going to slam it home on the other end. Tavian Gilliam with authority. And the 2-point punctuation mark makes it 33-19. And the lead like that has grown to 14. The other way, bucket inside. Not sure who scored that. 33-21. Lead back to 12. Peter's going to hold for the final shot here. 9 seconds left. Ricker, shot in the lane, blocked. Rebound, Crusaders. Gilliam won't get a shot off before the end of the half, and that'll get us to halftime. What a great start tonight by the Crusaders. They built a 9-point lead in the first quarter, and then a big jam by Tavy and Gilliam. As much as a 14-point lead late in that second quarter. Crusaders lead it by 12 here at halftime. Most points they've scored in a half this year. They lead it at the break here at Ollie Thomas tonight. 33-21 our score. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Erickson Custom Building, by the Crusader Booster Club, and by Idea Tech. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is next here on HKFM.
Kansas halftime report. Coming up, Aaron and Chris recap tonight's first half. And we'll catch up with other coaches and athletes in This Week in Crusader Sports. 95.9 HKFM.
At Morton Salt in South Hutch, we're passionate about what we do and how we do it. That's because we're helping to improve people's lives in more ways and places than ever before. Hi, this is Evan Moody, General Manager. To learn more, go to mortonsalt.com.
Want lights that come on at dusk and turn off at dawn automatically? At Sunflower Electric, we have bulbs that can directly replace your existing 60-watt bulbs, providing extra security for a very low cost with no timers to set. This bulb includes an internal sensor that works in any direction and can be used indoor, outdoor, and in damp locations. Has a 15,000-hour lifespan and priced under $5 each. Call us at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Well, the Hutchinson Community College basketball teams return from a 23-day holiday break as the Blue Dragons make their longest road trip of the season to play at Northwest Tech tonight. Tip-off for the Jayhawk Conference contest will be at 6:30 for the women's game. The Blue Dragons women's team are 11-4 to start the second half of the season, 3 games out of first place in the Jayhawk Conference with a 5-4 league record. The Blue Dragons are 13-1 though under head coach John Anches in first games following holiday breaks. Northwest Tech is just 5-8 on the season and 1-7 in conference play. The men's team, on the other hand, are coming off back-to-back victories to close out the first semester. The 10-5 Blue Dragons will tip off around 8:30 as they start the second half of the season tied for 8th place in the Jayhawk Conference at 4-5. The Blue Dragons still remain second in the nation in scoring at 104 points per game. And tonight in women's basketball in the Big 12, the 21st-ranked KU Jayhawk play its first game of the 2023 season as they host Texas Tech at Allen Fieldhouse. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. KU is 11-1 on the year and 1-0 in Big 12 play following 80-65 victory over Oklahoma State on December 31st. Jayhawks remain in both national polls for the 4th consecutive week, moving up to the 21st spot in the AP Top 25 poll. The Kansas State women's team is 11-3 on the year, begin their home portion of the Big 12 slate as the Wildcats host Oklahoma State at 6:30 tonight. Wildcats will play 3 of their next 4 games in Bramlage Coliseum. And coming up tomorrow night, the Wichita State Shockers are back at home against Cincinnati at Charles Koch Arena for an 8 o'clock tip-off. The Shockers are coming off a 79-69 home loss to East Carolina. Was the first in 7 American Athletic Conference meetings. Again, the game against Cincinnati will tip off at 8 o'clock, but you can hear pregame coverage starting on Kansas Rocks 100.3 at 7 o'clock. That's a look at your halftime sports. Time to get you back out to your high school game.
It's a brand new year and a brand new you. Get that body you've always wanted this year by eating more donuts. Body by Daylight Donuts is a new way of living that focuses less on stress and more on your smile. I know every time I eat a Daylight donut, I feel happier. And when Donuts and DaylightDonuts.com.
Enjoy always homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here at halftime, our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Buhler leading at 33-21. Crusaders got trailed in this game. Got off to a great start, much better than they have early in the season. Trending in the right direction coming out of the Christmas break. They jumped out to a early 10-4 lead, led by as many as 9 in the first quarter. Vikings early in the second one on a 7-0 run to get it to a 2-point game at 17-15, but then an 11-0 Crusader run stretched it to 13, eventually 14 points in the second quarter. Buhler leads it by 12 here at halftime, 33-21. Turnovers have been an issue for both teams, 9 on each in the first half. Vikings 2 of 4 at the foul line. Buhler 3 of 6 individual scoring. Winfield 5 from Cale Madrigal in the first half. Evan Hutto with 2. Maverick Thomas with 4. Drew Graham with 2. Travian Stanley with 4. And Trey Teal with 2. Crusaders got 12 first half points from Grant Ricker. 2 from Ryland Parker. 2 from Diedrich Willard-Trask. He set a good chunk of the second quarter with 2 fouls. Ethan Stambaugh with 5. Tavian Gilliam with 2. LaShawn Swanson-Roberts with 2. Jeffrey Neal with 2. Matt Eddy with 4. And Jacob Miller with 2. And it's 33-21 here at halftime. Lady Crusaders in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard won earlier tonight, 21-17. They had as much as a 6-point lead in the second half and got 7 to tie a career high from Claudia Tanner to improve to 3-3 on the year and 2-1 in the league. In the Big 12 tonight, Iowa State beat Oklahoma 63-60. That was in Norman. Iowa State wins their first big league Big 12 game of the year to go to 10-2. First half, TCU leading Baylor by 1, 13-12. KU and K-State both off to a 2-0 start on the season in the Big 12 standings. Sterling College basketball tonight. They're home to start the post-holiday break. They take on Avila tonight in the Gleason. And normally here on the KWHK, those games tonight over on 94.7 FM KSKU with Scott Hogan. Streaming online and on the Astra Radio app. Download it right to your phone and stream our coverage from anywhere. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. Aaron West here with you from Holly Thomas Gymnasium in Winfield. The Crusader men have a 33-21 lead at the half over the Winfield Vikings. Buhler off to that 1-4 start. 0-2 in the league, close to getting that first win at Augusta a couple of weeks ago. Vikings 0-5 and 0-2. Winfield just 1 win a season ago. Second half is coming up. On the run with you on this Wednesday night. 33-21 from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Crusader basketball back after this on HKFM.
More of the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned.
Here comes Madrigal down the lane, missed the shot up. Far side, Ricker dribbling through traffic, goes to the bucket with Gilliam to Ricker for a 3. Yes, bottoms! Miller comes up with it. Gilliam might have got a hand on it, and he's going to slam it home on the other end. Tavian Gilliam. Swanson-Roberts layup, good. Stambaugh, he'll try an open 3 right side and swishes in. Ethan Stambaugh's got 5. 26-10. Far side of Ricker, dribbling through traffic, goes to the bucket. And back here as we get ready for the start of the second half. Air to the West from Ollie Thomas Gym in Winfield. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Hope you had a great holiday break. It's good to have a little time off. I'm sure for the teams it felt like an eternity with that 2 weeks. But back at it here in the regular season. Good luck to our Buhler swimmers on the road at Newton tomorrow. Wrestling will be back in action on the mats this Saturday in Augusta. And bowling gets their season started next Tuesday at Wichita Collegiate. Good luck to our Crusader athletes coming up in the new year. Same starting five. Hutto, Woods, Madrigal, Thomas, and Teal for the Vikings. Willard, Trask, Stambaugh, Gilliam, Ricker, and Eddie for Buhler. Buhler really got to a good contribution from everybody. I think everybody that was in the game in the first half, -1, scored a bucket. Grant Ricker, 12 points. Good news is it didn't feel like he had to shoulder the load in that first half. He got a lot of help from his teammates, and I think that's what Coach Bryant's been looking for. Getting other guys involved in the offense here, and very successful in that first half. Big V at midcourt here at Ollie Thomas Gym. If you've never been, the gym with a concourse up top, you can walk around, and pretty good crowd on either side tonight. Buhler's going to start with the ball left to right to start the second half. Ricker's got it out high. Ball poked away from behind, out of bounds by Maverick Thomas. It'll stay with Buhler. 33-21 as we start to quarter number 3. Ethan Stambaugh to play it in off the baseline. Finds Gilliam, and he'll go up over the defender, high off the window and missed. Rebound Trey Teal of Winfield. Vikings the other way across the timeline. Teal driving inside to the window, shot too strong. Rebound Ethan Stambaugh. Stambaugh ahead to Eddie. Eddie across the timeline, feeds it to Willard Trask. Back to Eddie, inside, shot missed, but a foul that'll put Matthew at the line for 2. I don't think it's out of reason to say that Diedrich Willard Trask has turned into the best passer on the team. And showing his abilities there with the give to Eddie in the lane. Matt now with a chance for 2 at the line where he shoots 50%. 2 of 4 on the year, so not a big sample size, but he makes the first here. That foul, the third on Maverick Thomas. He'll come out of the game replaced by Drew Graham. Eddie will have 1 more. Buhler scores first in the second half. 6 now for Matt. And that ties to the career or season high, the 6 he had at Augusta. Also had 6 assists in that game, 35-21. Lead back to 14. That matches the largest of the first half. We've got a foul coming the other way on the inbound and a hold called on Tavian Gilliam. So a quick foul there on Gilliam. Now a trap in the corner, the ball thrown away. Stolen away by the Crusaders. Matt Eddy picked off the pass. Ricker in the lane with the right hand, too strong. Rebound tapped about and taken by the Vikings. Pulled down by Cale Madrigal. Graham across the timeline, far side of Hutto, the freshman. Teal in that lane, lost the handle, out of bounds, and another Viking turnover. That has been a bugaboo for Winfield tonight. The Crusaders will work it up the floor. Here comes Gilliam into that lane. Eddie now to Willard Trask. Diedrich in the lane, shot blocked and out of bounds. Cale Madrigal has been a blocking machine tonight. That is his 3rd in the game. And now the Vikings outlet pass to Madrigal, who lays it up off the glass. Shot won't go in, and Matt Eddy tried to take a charge inside. They're going to call a blocking foul on the senior, and Teal hobbling a little bit after that contact. That is the third on Matthew. So Trey Teal's going to go to the line here with a chance to shoot two. First misses off the front iron. Jacob Miller returns, and Matt Eddy goes out for the Crusaders with those 3 fouls. One more at the line for Teal. It's short. Rebound tapped in the air, taken by Ricker of Buhler. So Teal missed a pair. The other way, shot inside, missed by Stambaugh. And he traveled on the rebound. We'll go back the other way. Crusader basketball brought to you tonight in part by People's Bank and Trust, by Rise Up Reno, Prairie Star Health Center, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Steal on the inbound. Shot up, missed by Tavian Gilliam. Rebound, Winfield. Vikings the other way, 35-21. Peter with the double-digit lead here in the second half. Maverick Thomas play it down low to Teal to the bucket, and he's going to be whistled for traveling. And we'll go back the other way. Teal's going to come out of the game, replaced by Travian Stanley. So Peter ball again up 35-21, 6:19 to go in the third. Miller will play it in to Stambaugh. Ethan's going to bring it across the timeline left to right. He'll play it up the floor to Willard Trask. Looking to get it back in the lane to Stambaugh. Pass deflected. Last touch by the Vikings out of bounds. Buhler will have it on their own baseline. Coach Bryant so far going 10 deep tonight. 5 off that bench. Shot baseline. Missed by Willard Trask. Rebound Vikings. Winfield the other way. Stanley long 2 left side. Swishes through for the junior, Travian Stanley. He's got 6. 35-23, lead is 12. Crusaders the other way. Here's Gilliam left side. Tavian driving to the elbow with the ball. Plays it to Stambaugh off the right side circle. Ethan brings it up top. Down to 5:34 to go in the quarter. Here's Gilliam. Down low, through the hands of Willard Trask, and a turnover. It's Buhler's 11th tonight. Up the floor, and a pass picked up by Gilliam. Buhler's got it back the other way. Here comes Ricker. Through traffic, and knocked away by Stanley. And there's a steal. And Stanley now poked away by Stambaugh. Out of bounds, it'll be off Buhler. LaShawn Swanson-Roberts back into the Buhler lineup. Out goes Tavian Gilliam. Well, both teams have struggled with turnovers a little bit tonight. 5:12 to go here in the third. Buhler leading 35-23. Vikings to play it in off their own baseline. They get it in low, and ball poked away from Cale Madrigal, out of bounds. And last touched by Ethan Stambaugh. Vikings will reset left to their own basket. Pass to Hutto to the left side circle. Up top to Stanley. In the lane to Madrigal. Near side to Hutto. Stanley underneath. Slipped and stepped out of bounds. Trying to go around Jacob Miller. And we'll go back the other way. Another turnover in the Vikings, and that'll be their 14th. LaShawn will bring it across the timeline left to right. Near side circle to Ethan Stambaugh. Stambaugh baseline to Diedrich. Willard Trask now to Swanson-Roberts. Drives and kicks. Off to Ricker. Ricker posts up for 2. Short. Rebound Diedrich Willard Trask. Rebound of the putback. Swanson-Roberts missed. Rebound Jacob Miller. 4:28 to go in the third. Buhler will have another try here. As Miller has it inside. Jacob posting up. Shot short, but a whistle and a foul. Bader has gone up on the TCU. TCU playing at home tonight, and Bader now with a 22-15 lead. Foul the second on Travian Stanley. It's going to put Jacob Miller at the line where he misses the first free throw. Jeffrey Neal back. Ethan Stambaugh out for the Crusaders. One more at the line for the freshman Jacob Miller. And the second try hits back iron, missed. Rebound Vikings. Still 35-23. We've been stuck there for a bit. Vikings the other way. Maverick Thomas for three, and an out no good. Rebound Diederik Willard-Trask. Plays it off to Grant Ricker. Ricker ahead. Jeffrey Neal alone in the right corner. He'll drive. Go to the bucket. Shot missed. Rebound taken by the Vikings. Drew Graham grabbed onto it on that right baseline. He plays it ahead to Cale Madrigal. Posts up in the lane. Shot missed. Rebound Ricker behind the back. Dribble up the floor across the timeline to Neal in the left corner. Now to the trailing LaShawn Swanson-Roberts. He'll have the top of the circle. Vikings in a man-to-man. Jeffrey Neal right side. Willard-Trask in the corner. Now to Jacob Miller at the right elbow. Fell down with the ball. Was pushed. They don't call that. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball. Adam Woods, Trevor Shelton, and Trey Teal back into the Viking lineup here. Vikings have it still at 35-23. Vikings across the timeline. It is Drew Graham at the point. Near side to Trevor Shelton. Shelton tries to feed it to Stanley, stolen away by Jeffrey Neal. And now the ball goes through the hands of Willard-Trask and right back to Winfield. Now Willard-Trask steals it back and lays it up and in. Boy, turnovers really mounting in this third quarter, but Willard-Trask able to make something good happen out of a turnover and makes it 37-23. Back to a 14-point advantage for the Crusaders. Peter now with 14 turnovers in the game. The Vikings with 16. Winfield down double digits. Woods plays it to Stanley. Travian Stanley, turn around in the lane. Nice take. And he's off the bench. The sophomore now has 8, and we've got a timeout. Winfield. 2:38 to go in the third. 37-25. Crusaders. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
The year-end sale you were wishing for is here at Allen Samuels in Hutch. Get up to $5,000 bonus cash on all new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 trucks, plus 1.9% financing and no payments until March 2023. New inventory is here. Rubicons, Cherokees, Grand Cherokees. Come see them all at the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine or online 24/7 at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our in-game timeouts this season brought to you by our friends at Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom at Pyle Law has over 25 years of experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation, 241-9000. Peter ball out of the timeout. Ethan Stambaugh across the timeline. Bounce past Riley Parker, who's checked back into the game. He and A.J. Thetford back in. And that shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. So Parker, Thetford, Stambaugh, Miller, and LaShawn Swanson-Roberts. LaShawn's got the ball right corner. Shoots the three ball, missed. Hustles, gets his own rebound at the timeline. Has his shot blocked with a foul on Travian Stanley. And that'll put Swanson-Roberts at the line for 2. 2 points in the first half, 2 of 4 at the charity stripe on the year. The foul, the third on Travian Stanley. 13 foul in the second half on Winfield. Free throw on the way and in and out, back in. Swanson-Roberts had that one go around and in, popped back out, and then went back in. Substitution here. Cale Madrigal will replace Stanley. Goes out with those 3 fouls. Second free throw by LaShawn, missed. Rebound Vikings. Winfield the other way. I'll bring it across the timeline. Adam Woods, right side. Work it down low to Trey Teal. Ball lost, stolen away. LaShawn Swanson-Roberts comes up with it. The Buhler guard the other way, lays it up and in. He's got 5, and that is a new career high for LaShawn. 40-25. The lead has grown to 15. 3 the other way, missed right side iron by Trevor Shelton. Rebound Buhler. Here's Parker up the floor with it. Into A.J. Thetford, and he scores. Now every Crusader who's been in the game tonight has scored a bucket. We've got an injured Viking on the other end. There was some contact as that ball was coming up the floor. And Drew Graham got tangled up with somebody, and looks like he might have potentially cramped up. 42-25. Lead has grown to 17 here with 1:40 to go here in the third. This injury timeout brought to you by the Summit. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitks.com. The Summit, together for exceptional healthcare. That is Drew Graham, who's looks like trainers over there working out a cramp on his right leg. 27-21 now. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Baylor leading TCU in Big 12 play. Iowa State beat Oklahoma earlier tonight, 63-60. They're going to help Graham up, and he'll check out of the game and be replaced by Evan Hutto. (42-25), 1:40 to go in the third. Buhler with its largest lead in the game at 17. Off a 17 Viking turnover and a layup by A.J. Thetford. Vikings in their half court down double digits. Trevor Shelton has it up the top of the circle. He'll drive, kicks right side to Adam Woods. Woods inside, and contact and a charge taken by Ethan Stambaugh. That is his 4th charge taken this season. And another Viking turnover. Adam Woods will pick up the personal foul, his first, team's 4th. Stambaugh gets a hand as he comes out. He'll be replaced in the game by Jacob Miller. Buhler against 2-2-1 press here by the Vikings. Across the timeline, Swanson-Roberts to Ricker in the right corner. Grant, in and out, no good. A.J. Thetford with a rebound and a tie-up in the arrow to the Vikings. Boy, that 3 in the corner for Grant Ricker did everything but go in.
Come on, defense. Let's get the ball back.
Vikings will bring it across the timeline. Buhler picks up defense half court, 1:06 to go. And there's been a long third quarter. Shelton has it in the lane. Up top, Hutto. Near side, Madrigal for 3, and that's good. Second 3 in the game for Cale Madrigal, who leads all Vikings scores now with 8 points. 42-28. Lead down to 14. After the made shot, substitutions here for the Vikings. Christian Morey is going to come into the ball game. Buhler will play it in. Again, it gets to pressure by Winfield. Jacob Miller's got it in backcourt, lost it, loose on the deck, able to save it. Stolen away, though, by the Vikings. Pressure that time, forcing a turnover. Here's Evan Hutto. Plays it to Shelton. Out to Madrigal for an open 3. Missed. Offensive board by the Vikings. Hutto for 3. Good. Back-to-back trays by Winfield. 42-31. The lead is down to 11. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. Vikings have turned up the pressure a little bit with that press and turned over the Crusaders a couple of times, and it's turned into 6 points. Here's Grant Ricker working it across the timeline through a double team. He's going to go all the way inside. Shot blocked by Madrigal, a 4th block tonight, but a rebound and a kick out to LaShawn Swanson-Roberts, who knocks down an open 3. And that'll get us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A lot of craziness there late. The block by Madrigal, his 4th, but an offensive board and the exclamation point by Swanson-Roberts on his 2nd 3 of the season. 45-31 with 8 minutes left here tonight from Winfield. Back after this in 60 seconds on HKFM.
Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
Each and every day, WIFCO Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to WIFCOSP.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Mayhem is everywhere. Protect yourself. Hi, I'm Andrew Parr, your Allstate agent in Hutchinson. Protection shouldn't be pricey. Call me today or stop by the office at 13th and Main in Midtown Hutchinson for a free quote. Are you in good hands?
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, here we go. Buhler ball to start the final 8 minutes, 45-31. Crusaders led by as many as 17. In that 3rd quarter, lead by 14 here. Looking for their 2nd win of the season, trying to stop a 4-game losing streak. Vikings coming to this at 0-5. Matt Eddy, Ethan Stambaugh, Diedrich Willard, Trastavian Gilliam, and Grant Ricker, the starting 5 on the floor. Here's Grant inside, has his shot blocked by Hutto. And then a whistle and a foul called on Grant Ricker after the block. That'll be his first, team's 5th. Vikings the other way. Near side circle, Evan Hutto. And Hutto throws it away, looking down low to Madrigal. Pass too tall, out of bounds. And another Viking turnover. They're now at 19 in the game. Pick up full court pressure again. Buhler breaks the press. Gilliam across the timeline. Off to Willard Trash. And then Willard Trash trying to slick little pass inside of Matt Eddy. That goes out of bounds. That'll be a 15th Buhler turnover. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, by I Need a Cleaners, Holly's Sweet Treats, by APAC Shears, and by Alpha Land Surveys. 6:55 to go. Vikings ball stolen away. Diedrich Willard Trash picks off the pass from Thomas the other way. Layup missed and a hard foul. Diedrich hit with a thud out of bounds, but gets up okay. And the senior will have 2 at the line as Trey Teal commits the violation. Diedrich Willard Trash, first trip to the line tonight. 12 of 17. He's been the best free throw shooter for this team on the season at 71%. 4 points in the game, misses the first free throw. Above his average on the year. He's a career 59% shooter, but he's been much better than that so far this year. Second free throw is off and no good. And a rebound for Winfield. Madrigal comes down with it. Vikings the other way. Right side 3 is good for Adam Woods. And a timeout by Winfield. 45-34. Lead is back down to 11. And we've got a timeout. 6:38 to play here in the game. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Aaron West tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Come by, let's be friends. 6:38 left. Vikings have got the lead down to 11. Buhler led by as many as 17 in the third quarter. 45-34 here. Turnovers have been an issue for both teams. Vikings with 3 threes in this second half to stay in it. Now another Crusader turnover. Trying to get the ball inbounds. It goes through the hands of Gilliam and out of bounds. Jacob Miller and Jeffrey Neal are going to return for the Crusaders. Willard Trask and Gilliam will go out. They're trying to hold on for their second win of the season. They swept these Vikings a year ago. Had to really earn it in a hard-fought win here, though. Here's a 3 by Teal, and that is good, and it's a single-digit game. Trey Teal knocks down a 3, and another Crusader turnover. Are you kidding me? 45-37. The lead is down to 8. First time it's been single digits since late in the second quarter. Buhler now with 3 turnovers in the first minute and a half of the fourth quarter. Vikings have cut the lead to 8, 45-37. After being down 17 in the third quarter, Madrigal inside. Gives up to Teal. The jumper in and out, no good. Rebound grabbed onto by Madrigal. And a timeout by Winfield. Well, the Vikings who fought back in this by forcing turnovers and hitting threes. They've got 6 now in the game. 5 of those in the second half. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Allstate agent Andrew Parr, by Midwest Iron and Metal, by Red Rock Auto Center, the Medicine Shop, and by Adiger Family Dental. We'll have a game recap coming up after the game. Thoughts from head coach David Bryant, plus our play and the player of the game. You'll want to stay tuned for that. The Crusader locker room show after tonight's game. One game in the league tomorrow night has Mulvane at Augusta, then Friday action, Circle at McPherson, Collegiate at El Dorado, Wellington at Clearwater, and Rose Hill at Andale. Buhler next in play next Tuesday on the road at Mulvane. Winfield ball with 6:08 to go. They're down 8, 45-37. They'll play it in on their own baseline. And here is Madrigal on a pass in the lane. Teal, turnaround off the window, no. Rebound, Matt Eddy, and he is fouled by Trey Teal, going hard for the rebound. That'll be the second on Teal. 7th team foul, so it's going to put Matthew at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Just 3 fouls in the second half on Buhler. Well, Sean Swanson-Roberts returns, and Ethan Stamble goes out for the Crusaders. This is Matt Eddy at the line. He's 2 of 2 in the game. He has 6 points. Free throw, in and out, no good. Missed the front end. Rebound Vikings. 45-37. Winfield the other way across the timeline. And inside Teal, shot good, and it's a 6-point game. From down 17, Vikings are within 6. 45-39. Here comes Buhler up the far side of the floor. Jeffrey Neal. Neal going to the bucket. But I think they're going to wave it off and call a foul coming up the floor. And a 1-and-1. So Jeffrey Neal is going to go to the line. 8th team foul. Foul the 3rd personal on Evan Hutto. And Jeffrey Neal, who is 3 of 8 at the stripe of the year with a 1-and-1, first rattles in. That ends an 8-0 Viking run. 2 free throws for Jeffrey Neal. He's got 4 points. 47-39, lead is 8 now, 5:29 to go. Vikings the other way. Here is Madrigal, lost it inside, gets it back out to Hutto on the wing. And now up top, a reach-in foul. Trey Teal, a reach-in foul on LaShawn Swanson-Roberts. That'll be the team's 4th. And that'll be LaShawn's 1st. Vikings will inbound in front of their own bench. Down by 8, 5:21 to go. Each team desperately wanting this win. Matt Eddy nearly stole the inbounds play. Saved in backcourt by Adam Woods of Winfield. Vikings have it in their front court to our left. And here is a here's a foul called underneath. On Jacob Miller. Miller's 1st, team's 5th. 5:11 to go.
Come on, ref. That's okay. You having them out the hole.
Vikings to play it in. Here's Madrigal in the lane. Double team, kicks out. Left side circle, Adam Woods. Back down low. Teal stripped to the ball. Vikings Thomas comes up with it. Madrigal of 3, missed, back iron. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Crusaders the other way with 4:48 to go. Here is Grant Ricker off the window, missed. Rebound, Matt Eddy. I think they're going to call goaltending. I don't know what the call exactly was there. It's about all it could have been on the offensive interference on that shot attempt. And the Vikings are going to get it back. Here's Diedrich Willard-Trask back in the game for Buhler. Jeffrey Neal will come out. Travian Stanley has returned to the game for Winfield. 47-39, 4:37 left. That was an 18th turnover on the Crusaders. Here's a shot inside, good by Cale Madrigal. 47-41, the lead is 6 again. 4:15 to go. Here's Matt Eddy inside to Jacob Miller. He missed the shot, gets his own rebound, saves it out to Swanson-Roberts. Ricker now down low. Eddy, layup missed, but a foul. That is on Cale Madrigal. That'll put Matt Eddy at the line for 2 shots. The 10th team foul. So Buhler's going to finish the final 4 minutes and change in the double bonus. Madrigal committing the foul, his 2nd. Matt Eddy at the line. Front end of 2 is no good. Buhler led in the 3rd quarter in this game. 42-25 at one point by 17. 2nd free throw good by Matthew. He's 3 of 5 now. In 3 trips, 48-41. Lead is 6. Vikings have gotten it down to 5. Now a steal. Ball taken away, Ricker. Loose on the deck. Winfield gets it back. Right side, Hutto for 3, short. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Great box out inside on Madrigal. 3:30 left in a 7-point game. 48-41. Was 17, as I mentioned, in the third quarter. Vikings have gotten it twice within 6 here in the fourth. Shot inside, missed, put a whistle and a foul call, and that's going to put Matt Eddy back at the line. Boy, Matt Eddy is come out determined late here in this game, getting himself to the free throw line for a fourth time. Missed the front end. Had fouled the third on Madrigal. Trevor Shelton, Drew Graham, and Trey Teal all return for Winfield. Grant Ricker's going to go out. Ryland Parker back in for the Crusaders. Standby in as well. He replaces Jacob Miller. 48-41, 3:15 left here for Molly Thomas in Winfield. Coming up on 9 o'clock on KWHK Hutchinson. Second free throw by Eddy is good. Now 4 of 7 in the game, 49-41. So the lead is 8, 3 minutes and change to play. Vikings trying to get it into Stanley, knocked loose, a scrum for it on the deck, and they're going to call it Buhler ball and a timeout by Coach Bryant. Great hustle play, standby, Eddy over there, Willard Trask as well, able to tie it up. And the Crusaders will have it with 3:04 left. And a Viking turnover their 21st. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
And Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away and be in Adams. Like Anchor In and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor In and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here with 3:04 to go in the game, 49-41, Buhler by 8. So far, all of Buhler's points in this fourth quarter have come at the free throw line by Jeff Neal and Matt Eddy. Vikings have outscored Buhler 10-4. Cut the 14-point lead down to 8, 49-41. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by H&R Block, by Ray & Sons Roofing, Sheila Metzger Agency, by Advanced Physical Therapy, and by Hutch Rack. Buhler up the floor, Matt Eddy into front court, has the ball. Inside, standby, Ethan lays it up and in. And a hard contact inside, and Ethan really took a hard hit inside and some contact, and he's up and okay. Stamba's got 7 in the game. His career best 10 came earlier this year in the game at Hutch on December 9th. Stamball have a chance for a three-point play here at the line as contact on the made shot was a foul on Drew Graham, his first. Buhler in the double bonus. So a 10-point game, Stamball could push it back out to 11 here. And the free throw is good. Ethan's first attempt in the second half. He was 0 for 2 in the first half, now 1 for 3 in the game. He'll check out, 52-41. Lead has grown to 11. This is a 5-0 Crusader run currently, 52-41. Vikings, Maverick Thomas across the timeline, and a reach-in foul called on Diedrich Willard Trask, his third, team 6. Next Buhler foul will put the Vikings in the bonus. Winfield to play it in, 2:46 left. Maverick Thomas up top, driving the lane. Ball deflected in the air, taken by Winfield. And they're going to call a foul on Ryland Parker as he and Winfield's Trevor Shelton both went after the ball in front of the Winfield bench, and that deflected ball in the lane went up in the air and all the way to the Winfield bench, where Shelton got possession. They're going to call it the foul on Parker, his second. There's a 1-and-1 at the line and a lane violation on the shot attempt on Winfield. So free throw waved off. It'll be Buhler ball. Evan Hutto back into the Winfield lineup. Maverick Thomas goes out. 5 on the floor for the maroon and white. With 2:39 left, Diedrich Willer-Trash, Ryland Parker, Grant Ricker, LaShawn Swanson Roberts, and Matt Eddy. And Ricker is going to be fouled on the inbound play with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. That is on Evan Hutto. It'll be his fourth, and Grant Ricker will shoot 2 free throws. Grant Ricker has 12 points in the game. All of that came in the first half. He has not scored in the second half. He is 3 of 4 at the line in the game. 6'1" senior. Career best 27 at Augusta. Last time out on December 16th, knocks in the first free throw. Ethan Stambaugh returns. Ryland Parker out for Buhler. Maverick Thomas replacing Winfield's Trevor Shelton. One more at the line for Ricker to make it a 13-point game. So Buhler has weathered this fourth quarter Viking storm. Twice they got within 6. Ricker could spread it back out to 13. And a shot in and good, and he does. So 54-41. 13 with 2:34 left. Here is Hutto trying to get it in the lane to the Vikings. Plays it out to the right wing to Adam Woods. Adam Madrigal inside against Willer-Trash. Shot high off the glass, missed. Rebound tapped out of bounds off the Crusaders. So Vikings will be able to reset here in their half court. Hutto far side. Check that, make it Thomas far side to play it in. He'll be guarded by Swanson Roberts. In the right corner, Hutto at the elbow is Teal. He'll drive, dishes off underneath Madrigal for 2, and a timeout by Winfield. 2:13 left. 54-43, lead down to 11. Still a couple of minutes left, getting late here after 9 o'clock of this second half. It's taken, it seems like, forever. We'll step aside, back in 30 seconds here on HKFM.
This is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
95.9 HKFM.
Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Allstate agent Andrew Parr, by Midwest Iron and Metal, Red Rock Auto Center, by the Medicine Shop, and by Ediger Family Dental. Here in the West, courtside at Ollie Thomas Gym in Winfield. 2:13 left in our guys game. Guys leading 54-43. Baylor's going to take a 10-point lead to halftime over TCU in the Big 12 tonight, 49-39. Iowa State beat Oklahoma 63-60. And Peter trying to get the ball in to Ethan Stambaugh, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to put Stambaugh, he'll have to walk the length of the floor to shoot 2. And boy, at the rate this second half is going, we could be here till 10 o'clock tonight. Start fouling at the 2:11 mark. Holy cow. Ethan Stambaugh with 2 opportunities here. He's 1 of 3 at the line. 1 for 1 in the second half. First is up and good. That is now 9 points, 1 shy of tying his career best 10. Second free throw, and that will do it. 10 points tonight for Ethan Stambaugh. 56-43, lead is 13. Vikings the other way. Thomas out front to Teal. Far side, Woods for three, missed. Rebound, Crusaders. Vikings stay in that press. And Grant Ricker trying to beat a double team, steps out of bounds. That'll be a 20th Buhler turnover. Evan Hutto checks back in the game. Here is Woods out front to Teal in the lane, and the jumper is good. And a timeout. So 56-45. He was down to 11 again. Another Viking timeout. I'll nominate a mom for the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game, and at astraradio.com we'll select a different winning mom to be the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game during each home game broadcast. Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson be amazing, and scheduled that first home broadcast to be January 31st against Rose Hill. We're hoping the new gym floor is done by then. Crusader basketball next Tuesday at Mulvane. 5:30 for the Midway Motors drive to the game. Mulvane moving back into Division 3 of the ABCTL, so that's a league game. 5:30 next Tuesday for Mulvane, the Crusaders and the Wildcats here on HKFM. 56-45, 1:48 left. Vikings have got to be close to out of timeouts. Each team in the bonus, double bonus for the Crusaders. They've been to the line a ton here in the second half. Diedrich Willer-Trask is going to be the inbounder here. Stambaugh, Swanson, Roberts, Ricker, and Eddie, the other four. Diedrich Willer-Trask will play it into Ethan Stambaugh here, and he's going to be fouled. Oh my gosh. Again, this final 2 minutes. They keep fouling, we could be here tomorrow morning. 1:45 left. Ethan Stambaugh is going to go back to the line for two more. That foul, the fourth on Maverick Thomas. Amazingly, nobody's fouled out of this game yet. Stambaugh hits one here. For Winfield, Maverick Thomas has four. Stanley, Hutto, and Madrigal have three. Willer-Trask has three. Eddie has three for the Crusaders. And Stambaugh has a new career high now with 12 points, 2 of 2 at the line. 58-45. The lead is 13. And now a steal by the Crusaders. Take it away, Eddie. 22 turnovers on Winfield tonight. 1:29 left. And Grant Ricker will be fouled. That will be on Adam Woods, his second. Ricker to the line where he has had a successful night, 5 of 6. 14 points, just 2 here in the second half. Ricker's free throw is good. 6'1" senior. Averaging 15 points a game, career 59% foul shooter. Buhler came in averaging 42 points as a team, and they're above that. 1 of 2 at the line for Ricker. 59-45. And a shot inside missed, and a rebound by Diedrich Willer-Trask. Another foul. That'll be the third on Trey Teal. Most Buhler scored in a game this year was the season opener. They won at Nickerson on December 2nd, 57-29. They scored 49 last time out at Augusta, but lost by 6. So Ricker back to the line, chance to extend the lead here, and he does with the first free throw. That pushes the lead to 15 at 60-45. And substitutions here for the Vikings. Christian Tovar checking in for the first time. Christian Morey back in. Subs coming in for the Crusaders as well as Ricker hits 2 free throws to make it a 16-point lead. That is one shy of the largest lead in the game now. 61-45, lead is 16. Substitutions. Jackson Marks, 6'2" senior in. And Bryce Ruda, the 5'10" senior's also checked into the game. Here's a 3. Missed right side by Christian Morey. Rebound inside and a whistle and a foul called. Christian Tovar got the rebound. Put back no good, but a foul. That'll be on LaShawn Swanson-Roberts, his second. $20 fouls called on Winfield tonight as Tovar misses the first. 15 fouls called on the Crusaders, so now 35 total in the game. Second free throw by Tovar. Missed. Rebound Crusaders. 56 seconds left. Here is Eddie, right side. Up high to LaShawn Swanson-Roberts. Down to 45 ticks on the clock. Ruda has it. Out of Jackson Marks. Off to Ricker. Inside LaShawn Swanson-Roberts with a turnaround for 2. He's got a career high 10 tonight. Grant Ricker out and replaced by Ryland Parker. 63-45, Buhler leads by 18. 31 seconds left. Crusaders are going to sweep the Vikings to start the new year. Jake Jewers, a senior in the ballgame for Winfield. He plays it to Morey on the left wing. And Christian Morey with the 3. And now here comes Bryant Voth, the 5'10" senior into the game, and Matt Eddy will come out. So Morey hit the 3, 63-48. Lead is 15, 18.8 on the clock. Bryce Ruda to play the ball in. Inbounds to LaShawn Swanson-Roberts, ahead to Bryant Voth. He'll try the 3. Boy, if he made that, this place would erupt. Rebound out of bounds with 10 seconds to go. Well, it's not what you want, but because it's Bryant. Students would have gone bananas. Winfield the other way. Tovar to the bucket, missed. Rebound wrestled away by Bryce Ruda. Ahead to Marks, and that's the ball game. And Buhler wins it. Second half took a while. 35 fouls called tonight. But Buhler with a season best 63 points. 63-48 is the final. Buhler wins it by 15. They improved to 2-4 on the year. 1-2 in the league, and they stop a 4-game losing streak. Vikings 0-6 and 0-3. 63-48 the final. Our Crusader Locker Room Show begins next here on HK FM.
Coming up, the Crusader Locker Room Show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at astraradio.com. 95.9 HKFM.
This is Cindy Couchman, Superintendent of Buhler Schools, where we are proud to offer an exceptional adult learning and K-12 virtual school alternative with Ad Astra Virtual Academy. If you are considering a virtual educational setting with certified instructors, find out more at Ad Astra Virtual Academy at usd313.org.
Need a winning rate? I'm Ashley McClure, owner of IVP Benefits Consulting Group, a local insurance agency. I know what it's like to work hard to win. We'll work hard to find you winning rates for all of your healthcare needs. needs. Call us at 620-904-7010.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We'd love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out adamsbrowncpa.com. Adams Brown, strategic allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
Hey guys, how's practice going?
Papa, I can't hit the ball over the fence yet.
Well, Easton, that fence is 300 feet away and you're only 4 years old.
Papa, how long before we can hit the ball over the fence?
Boys, it's not always about home runs, it's about teamwork and always getting better. Ray Riffing's been around for 83 years and we still believe in teamwork and working hard.
So, Papa, it's going to take 83 more years until we're good?
No, Brogan, you'll be good long before that. Just keep working hard. Most of all, have fun.
Let's go hit some baseballs and get some ice cream.
Okay, boys, let's go.
Riff the right way, the Ray way.
Hutchinson Community College is enrolling now for spring. Take classes in
Here comes
Hutchinson.
up with a giving a bite, got a hand on it, and he's going to slam it home.
Convenient and flexible. Call
with authority. And the 2-point punctuation mark makes it 33.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, a big win on the road tonight for the Buhler Crusaders, 63-48 in a game that saw 35 fouls called. And Buhler overwhelmingly dominates the final stat line at the charity stripe, plus 18. They were 20 of 32. They attempted 32 free throws in this game. Vikes finished up 2 of 8. And so dominating stat in the game. 26 of those free throw attempts came in the second half. Buhler never trailed tonight. Led by 9 early. They were up 12 at halftime. And a couple of occasions, 14 once and 17 in the second half. A barrage of Viking threes got them back in the game in the fourth quarter. Twice they got within 6. But Buhler basically at the free throw line of the fourth quarter able to salt it away. And they win by 15, 63-48. Most points they've scored in a game this season. And their second win, now it's 2 and 4. Vikings were led in scoring by Trey Teal. He had 9. Travian Stanley with 8. And Drew Graham with 2. Maverick Thomas with 4. Christian Morey with 3. Cale Madrigal had 12. He ends up as the leading scorer for Winfield. He also had 4 blocks in the game. Adam Woods with 3 and Evan Hutto with 5. 10 different Crusaders scored tonight, and some of them set new career highs. Leading scorer for Buhler was Grant Ricker. He finished with 17. Ethan Stambon, new career best with 12 in the game. He hit some key free throws in the fourth quarter. Ended up 5 of 7 at the line in the game. Ryland Parker with 2. Diedrich Willard-Trask finished with 4. Tavian Gilliam with 2. LaShawn Swanson-Roberts, a career-high 10 tonight. 8 of that in the second half. Jeffrey Neal with 4. Matt Eddy, a season-best 8 points in the game. A.J. Thetford had 2, and Jacob Miller with 2, and a 63-48 final. Coming up, our play and player of the game. We'll get thoughts from head coach David Bryant. And we'll wrap it up. That's on the way next. Our Crusader Locker Room Show here on HKFM.
The Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Buhler Crusaders.
Stanley out. 48 seconds to play. Maverick Thomas is going to play it in the right baseline for
Of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
I have children that are younger in grade school, and then I have high school children who go to see Dr. Ediger. I was super impressed with how he made my daughter feel so comfortable. Dr. Ediger is great with all ages. He does an awesome job.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Ediger Family Dental.
Their patients come first.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Stop by H&R Block in Lyons, Ellsworth, or Hutch today.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our Crusader Locker Room Show, we'll get to our play and the player of the game coming up. First, thoughts from head coach David Bryant. How many fouls do you think called in tonight's game, Coach? There were a few in that second half.
Yeah, it made it a little hard to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
I told them before the game, you make your layups, you make your free throws, you'll win by 15. I was comfortable with that. We were a 40% free throw shooting team coming into this game, and I'm telling you, during the break, if we didn't shoot 1,000, we didn't shoot one. We were breaking every 15 minutes and making 10. And I thought it showed. I thought making the free throws down the stretch, I really felt, even though the first half we scored 33, the second half we scored 30, the first half, to me, was more of a we did it. And in the second half, I thought we were getting a little bit too much me involved. I'll check that out statistically and see if the assist to turnover ratio matched with what I'm saying. But, we want to move the ball around, get a good shot. And, we can stay in games. And then, what I talked to Rickard about is being able to take us home in the right manner, coming off of screens, getting open shots, not over-dribbling and trying too hard. And
sure.
When I can get to that point, I think we can make a little noise going on.
Yeah, 20 of 32 at the line tonight, which is good. 26 of those attempts came in the second half. So you guys able to, another thing you talked about, a good team first half. Finally, for the first time this year, felt like really able to get off to a good start and get out to a lead early, which had to be nice.
And they maintained it. We jumped on Augusta 5-0, and then we got flat, and they were up quick on us. Now Winfield isn't as talented as us. We're better, but he's got him playing really hard. And as a coach, that's the first thing you want to get him to buy in and playing hard for you. And that's where he's at in his program. And I just told him, now you get him to play smart for you, and you guys will keep growing and getting better. They're not a bad team. They just have trouble making easy shots, really.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers tonight, too. Grant led you guys with 17, but you had 10 guys that scored tonight, and I know that's been a thing, is try to develop other guys to score for you, and it's good to see a team share the wealth.
Absolutely, and, I know I've been talking a lot about Miller. When I get Miller up here, you guys will see it play. He's a nice, strong player, and he does some good things for a freshman. And he's just going to keep getting better. He's extremely physical. He's just a tough guy. He's a tough guy that you want out on the court. So that allows me another big rotation. I thought my young guards played well. They played excellent in practice. Now let's transform that over to the game. I thought LaShawn had two really good practices, had a nice JV game, and I thought LaShawn played well for us.
Yeah, and the thing with those both sophomores, going to keep getting better, but it's just going to take experience for them. And the only way to get that is to go out there and take your lumps sometimes.
Absolutely, and we know that. You and I have talked about this. This is a process for us.
Yeah.
And I thought we played well at Augusta. Not perfect by any means, but you could see it coming. You could see us getting to play a little better. I'm looking forward to the next couple of challenges at Mulvane, at Circle. So we take it one game at a time, but I'm looking forward to those. I just want us to keep going, keep working, and, keep playing for one another. That's the key here.
Yeah.
Play for one another, and you'll be successful.
What does a little confidence maybe do for your guys, too? It's got to help them out.
Yeah, and their coach is such a nice guy. He goes, Dave, I really need a win. And I said, hey, you can get one next week. I need one too. And he goes, you're used to winning. And I said, well, yeah, I want to stay used to it. We need the confidence. When you're young and you're put in this type of situation, 4A basketball, the schedule we play is difficult, And so if these kids stay together, these two, by the time they're seniors, I'm going to have something.
Yeah. You've got a lot of young kids that have a lot of promise, that's for sure. And a lot of veterans playing hard. So good stuff, Coach. Look forward to getting back in the swing of things, too, on the road next week starting in Mulvane. So hopefully another chance to go out and get a win.
We do. We have a good chance.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip home.
Appreciate you also.
That's Coach David Bryant with us here on our post game. Let's get to our play and player of the game as we wrap things up here tonight. From Winfield, big exclamation point by by Tavian Gilliam that came in the second quarter. Stanley out, 48 seconds to play. Maverick Thomas is going to play it in the right baseline for the Vikings. Pass deflected, loose in the lane, and it's picked off. Jacob Miller comes up with it. Gilliam might have got a hand on it, and he's going to slam it home on the other end. Tavian Gilliam with authority. And the 2-point punctuation mark makes it 33-19. That made it a 14-point game late in the first half. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more. At Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. Our Wifco Steel Products player of steel tonight, Ethan Stambaugh. Thought he got the start at the point guard position. He played tough tonight. He took a charge and hit some clutch free throws. Went 5 of 5 at the line in the fourth quarter. And a career-best 12 points in the game. Ethan Stambaugh, our Wifco Steel Products player of steel tonight. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Wifco Steel Products online at wifcosp.com. Crusader guys win it 63-48. Ladies, even their record at 3-3 on the year as they get a 21-17 low-scoring win, but a win indeed tonight. Couple of late free throws by Claudia Taylor were key. She led the team with 7 points. Natalia Krafels only 2 points, but double-digit rebounds and a great defensive effort against Winfield's best player tonight. And Natty was our player of the game. Lady Crusaders win it 21-17. Hope you all had a great Christmas break. And we'll see you next Tuesday on the road in Mulvane, 6 and 7:30, 5:30 for the Midway Motors Drive to the Game here on HKFM. For Adam Kolb at home and Chris Shank, Aaron West, Have a pleasant good evening. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball here on HKFM.
Trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one.